Well, hello, and how are you doing? Welcome to the show. So far, I'm the only one here. See, it's just the way things start sometimes. Starting a little bit later than I originally planned, but that's quite all right. Just trying to get a few things settled down here. The camera's shaking for some strange and bizarre reason. There we go. Maybe that's, if I stop hitting the table, that might make the difference. So here we are on a Saturday afternoon. Gonna chill. We're expecting a few guests today. I just don't know where they are yet. But I'm sending out some invites right now as we speak so that folks who want to join certainly can. And it's just going to be super casual, typical Saturday podcast. Nothing crazy. I don't know what's going on here. I just had a glitch in the matrix, it seemed. Yeah, hang on a second here. Let me just, there we go. Yeah, for some reason things seem to be going a little bit sideways. And I don't know why that is, but that's okay. I mean, we'll get it figured out. While I try and set this up so people can join, hopefully folks will be able to connect with us. And anybody who wants to come and join me at the pub is more than welcome to at 361 Elgin Street, the Lieutenant's Pump, 361 Elgin Street in beautiful downtown Ottawa, Centertown, Ottawa, where we were occupied a few years ago. So anyway, you want to join in? By all means, you are welcome to do so. Should be a fun afternoon, I hope. Mellow. I'm just sending out a message here to a friend who said he's going to jump in about 30 minutes. So we got a few people who are going to try and join in today, and hopefully some folks can join us in person. Well, let's see if that happens. I don't know. But either way, I should stop. I'm going to have to do something to stabilize that camera because the shaking won't do. I have a separate clamp for it right now. It's just resting on top of my monitor. I've got two other cameras over there. See if I can add them both in. I added one. See if the extra one will add, and it looks like it will. I can add 3 cameras. Cool. Let's just check out the other angles here. Here's another camera, which if I shut my original off, I did not to, but I am back, and we are here, and hopefully everything's coming in loud and clear. I set things up slightly differently today to try and maximize the space. Monitors in a different spot. Lights are a little bit differently arranged today. Using a little less lights than we used to because I've got some new lighting effects that seem to work quite well at brightening up the room. And I have these little guys here that I use frequently as well. This one, nice little, well, you can't really tell, but it's purple. See? I can look like an evil man. Was that like I'm thinking of a Batman character. If anybody can think of that, just let me know. I am drawing blanks on who would that be. All right. Cool. Uncover the News is working on putting a promo together for the live PubCast on the Saturday afternoon. Dan is supposed to join in person at some point. Hopefully he can. If not, no worries. Life goes on. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, as the saying goes. Not that this is a hood. Well, this is my hood, I guess, where I live. Just want to. Yeah, okay. Everything seems to be working right and well and correct. That's nice. I am going to send out a link to Mr. Beaver because he said he did want to join later. So I will just send him one I'll send him one via the Twitter and I'll send him one via email so that he will have a link to both. And I'm just going to compose it right now. See, I tried to get this done earlier today, but it was a busy morning. So I'm going to do it live. I mean, we show you how the sausage is made, right? I'm just putting in the link here for him. And boom, there we go. I'll send that out to his email account, and then I will send one to his Twitter put it on the Twitter, put it on the put it in the old Twitter machine, and there he is. I will just. Whoa, what happened to it? Where did it go? You know, sometimes the brightness on my monitor is just a little too much, and as a result, I'm not able to see the contrast really well because all these lights shining directly in my eyes, of course, and then you couple that with I'm using a touch paddle on my keyboard instead of a separate mouse because it's why carry an extra piece of equipment when you don't need to? I mean, it's already a lot of gear as it is, and I'm trying some new things today. So there we go. Send out some invites to some folks. Hopefully they can join in. Anybody wants to, anybody interested in joining in, you are welcome to come on into the PubCast. It is a chill day, as you well know. We don't talk about or discuss the state of politics on a Saturday in the pub because who wants to do that? We're here to enjoy each other's company and have a chat about life, places we've gone, things we've seen, trips we've taken, people we know, people we've met, things we'd like to do. Oh, you sent the promo? Cool. Just a sec. I'll pop it up. Hey there, Lori Sue. How you doing? I don't know if you guys caught. We did about 48 minutes last night of a Friday afternoon wrap up, a Friday weekend, end of the week, news week, a wrap up yesterday. If anybody happened to catch that, I hope you did. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. And of course, here I am in the pub once again, sitting back, relaxing, chilling out. Now, let's see. I didn't see the. Where's the. Oh, there it is. And here we go. There we go. I'll just launch the promo so that folks can see it. It's available on my Twitter, the promo for today's PubCast. So there you go. Awesome. I had actually contemplated earlier today. I thought, well, I don't know how many people do I have following me on the Twitter. I'm not sure. Let me just see here. About 2,600 almost. So I thought maybe I'll pay for the Twitter, so that we can promote the show and get more viewers to the live feed. I know there's more people that watch the replay later on, of course, and I am behind the schedule on that as well. Sorry, life's been busy, but some people like to watch the replay because you can't always join in when it's live. And I understand, a 7 a.m. show, which I'm no longer even a part of because of my schedule. So I don't even get to join the show that I helped create. Because of my schedule. So I understand the folks who watch it on the replay, but the idea is if you can throw it up on the Twitter, maybe we can get a few more folks to join the live stream. So I looked at joining it today and I thought, well, let's have a look at this and see what it's going to cost. $8.50 a month. I went, oh, or for $60 a month, you get a lot more. I'm like, I'm not giving Elon $60 a month. But it's $8.50 a month billed annually. So it's like $102. And I'm like, no. I'm not doing that. What if I decide I don't like it? Well, you can cancel any time. Yeah. Do I have to fight to get my money back? Because if you think I'm paying for a year when I only want to try it for a month, or hell, give me 15-day trial or 7-day trial to see if I even like it. I might not like it. I might not find it to be of any advantage to us. So there you go. Anyway, here we are chilling out on a Saturday afternoon. And hopefully the Jays will win it tonight. I had predicted that I thought they were going to win last night. I did go with that prediction. But I also did say if Yamamoto is pitching well, which he was, I don't think he had a stellar evening, but he had a good evening. That's for damn sure. And then, of course, there are some wacky plays if you watch the game. And the dead ball, which would have put Toronto into a winning run position, and then fly out into a double play, and the next one, like, oh well. Interesting end to the game, but 3-1 is not what you'd call a blowout. Not even close. So if I am correct in my assumptions, today will be the day that the Jays tonight, they're going to make history. Tonight will make history. Whoops. What did I just do there? I don't know. Yeah, I think they'll make history tonight, to be honest with you. And by the looks of things, they should probably very well pull off the victory, which means I will be celebrating here at the pub. I will have to run all this gear home because I can't keep this in the pub once it gets busy. It turns into a nightclub here after 10 o'clock. Usually the DJ comes on, and it might push a little bit later if the Jays are still playing, but uh, that's kind of how it works here. After 10 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays, this becomes a dance club. They get a live DJ and good partying. Oh, my zipper is breaking here. Well, Eddie Bauer, I'm disappointed. Oh, well. I'm actually wearing green today because I can. I'm not using the green screen, so it's not gonna block me out. There we go. So yeah, sent out some invites, and hopefully some folks will join today. This, as I had said the last time, we had tried to make this so that we could have as many live guests in studio, if you will, studio, not really a studio, but you know what I mean. Have as many live folks in as possible, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like we've got a turnout. But then again, I didn't have a chance to really seriously promote it because my work schedule. I should have. For the next one, I will put together, and I believe the next one, which will be, of course, in December, unless we do another one in November. I don't know. But come December, we should be able to do one with Mr. Beaver live in person here in the pub. And we will have a Christmas themed one, of course, because it will be December. And I'm thinking we'll try and get as many people out for that. So I'll put some promos together that Mr. Beaver can air on the show during the week you know, when he's broadcasting or webcasting or streaming. I guess it's all of the above, right? Isn't it? Mm. But nothing like a good pint on a Saturday afternoon. Sorry, Saturday afternoon in the pub. I had to. They had the music playing earlier. It was a lot of '50s tunes, good music. But I'm like, could you do me a favor and just turn that off? She's like, yeah, what's the problem? I said, well, I'll get a copyright violation. She's like, oh, we don't want that. I'm like, no, we don't. We do not want a copyright violation. And YouTube and record companies, man, if you're playing music that you do not have a license for, they will shut you down. In the case of, was it last Friday when I showed a clip from 60 Minutes from this early 80s, I guess it was 1979 or 80, I'm not sure, where Calm Wilkinson was singing Bring Him Home from Les Miserables. I did not get a copyright strike. What I did get, though, was a revenue sharing. So anybody who sees that, any revenue we generate from that video, it has to be split 50-50 with, I guess, 60 Minutes, which is Paramount. Or is it Andrew Lloyd Webber? I don't know. But somebody somewhere is getting paid. And it sure as hell isn't me. So I'm going to send a message out to another individual who I was hoping was going to join today. And there we go. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm checking the wrong messaging function, so that might have something to do with it. Cool. Okay. Another gentleman is going to join us online shortly, which I think is pretty awesome. We'll get as many people in as we can on a glorious Saturday afternoon. And I don't see where that. Huh. Oh well. Huh. Anyway, well, I was going to send one out. Maybe I'll send one out to him. That's what I'll do. I'll send one out to him and see if he wants to join us for a little bit. And come on. Whoa. Where did it go? There we are. Send out another link to somebody else. And if he wants to join for a bit, he can too. There we go. Boom. All right. I don't know why the title is all screwed up, though. It's just the link, but it's the title. It says it's Casual Friday, and I'm like, it's not. It's a Saturday. I don't know why it says that. Because the PubCast says PubCast, Saturday PubCast. Why would it say anything other than that? I don't know. Very strange, eh? Very strange how technology does weird things when it it wants to and you don't want it to. That's sometimes how things go. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone you know and love. You should join us for a Saturday afternoon in the pub, because why the heck not? I was going to, let's see, there was a little thing I had here I wanted to share with you, but I don't know where it went. Sometimes you just lose feeds, right? That just happens. There's a Sense game later today. I thought it was in town, but it's not. It's in Montreal tonight. So yeah, that should not be an interruption for us. We should be quite fine. So anybody was concerned that, oh, that's it, we're not going to be able to do anything. Well, that's wrong. We will. We can go as long as we like today, except I'll probably cut it short by 8:00 if we're going that late, because I think it might be quite busy by that time with the Jays game. Just my speculation. Oh, I spilt beer on my keyboard. That's never good. It's wireless, so I think it'll be okay. I'll just give her a good wipe and she'll be fine. All right. Well, maybe not fine. Okay. I'm just fumbling around in the dark on a set. It actually is quite dark in here with all this lighting. You'd be surprised. It can be quite dark. Chilling like a villain. And yeah, we got a few folks going to join us online, so that's good. That's cool. I like that. And if I can get that one camera, I don't think is it working? It looks like it's working, but I'm getting a black screen here. I can't tell. It should be up and online. It just it shows on my display. It shows a black screen. So let's see here. What do we got? If it, I'm going to check the monitor. So yeah, it's showing a black screen for some reason on my feed. I don't know why that is, but it is working. So yeah, okay, that's good. That's what I need to know. We have a functional camera, and then the other camera is right there, as you can see. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's good. Everything's working. I like that. I have to check a second monitor, just to make sure we're doing good. Excellent. Thanks, Christian. Appreciate that. All right. So, who's up to what today? I have my beloved is off to she went to brunch at 10 this morning with a couple of girlfriends, and then they're going to a themed Halloween party this evening. And I can't remember what the theme was. She told me what it was, and I'm unfortunately I have forgotten. She told me what it was. There was a specific. I think the theme is hope. Hope is the theme for the Halloween party that she's attending this evening. So the costume has to represent hope somehow, some way. I'm not sure much of anything, actually, to be honest with you. But I do know that much. Yeah, she's off to a party tonight. So Mademoiselle Fox will not be joining today, unfortunately, because she has other commitments, like we all do. We have commitments. This is a commitment. I should be committed, maybe, to a mental hospital, perhaps. I don't know. I was on 70th birthday. Awesome. I was going to. It is brunch. There is a brunch that's being served till 1:30 today, but I'm not feeling like eggs and bacon, to be honest with you. I'm thinking like maybe chicken fingers or chicken wings. Yes, that's what I want. I'll have some chicken wings later on. Not right now, of course. They are a little bit messy, which is when you have keyboards and mouse and technology to deal with, having the mess is never fun. I'll see if I can find our other gentleman who was supposed to join. I was waiting to see. I don't even know where his message went. Weird, eh? Let's see. Huh. Let's see. Huh. Strange. Just seemed to have disappeared. Weird. I don't understand that. Sometimes life is weird. Sometimes technology is weird. Messages you sent or received, or a conversation you had, and then all of a sudden it's gone. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to send out I found it. I found what I was looking for. So just send in my message to let him know where we are. And if he wants to join, you are welcome to. Letting him to know to just ask for me at the front. There you go. All right. Pidcasty. What? I hate it. I hate typos. All right. Barbecue on the farm. Oh. On the foam? Barbecue on the foam? I don't know what that means. Sorry. I'm a little lost here there, Christian. Barbecue on the foam? Oh, I might need another beverage soon. All right. So, yeah, we have a few folks going to join online in about 20, 30 minutes. No rush, no panic. I'm running behind today too. So it's Saturday in the pub. It's chill. It's chill. So barbecue on the foam is. Oh yes, the mic cover. Yes, now I understand. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, barbecue on this would be bad. I mean, I could pull it off, but this is the same mic. Same mic I use at home. I have like 3 of them. So got 3 of these, 4 of those. It's the amount of equipment I've accumulated in the last few years to be able to do mobile podcasting on top of in-studio stuff is kind of crazy. I started out with a very inexpensive mic. I had a few mics from my DJ years, but I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on them because I'd speak 4 or 5 times and hand the mic off to a bride or groom while they gave their speech. So I didn't want to spend a ton of money because people tend to break them. Surprisingly, they just drop them, throw them, whatever. When they do the mic drop, some people will do that at a wedding, believe it or not. It's like, thank you. You now owe me $400 or $500 or $700. So I stuck with the cheap ones and they worked well, still operational. But as I upgraded and started moving to better handheld vocal mics and then studio mics and then broadcast mics, and yeah, the equipment has started to accumulate, and it's kind of absurd how much gear I have now. How's the volume? Am I okay? I'm trying to adjust the gain here to avoid any background noise at the same time. It's sounds good on my monitor over here, so I think I can live with that. So yeah, it's just curious. Did anybody, I don't know who has children, anybody take anybody trick or treating last night? And if so, how was it? Yeah, Chris, exactly right. You start out with one thing, and then next thing you know, well, that's a really good deal on that amplifier. They call it GAS, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. I am at a point right now where the only other thing I think I might upgrade a couple of pieces that I have, just replace them and then put them into storage. When it comes to gear, I seldom get rid of it. Reason being, it might come in handy if another piece just fails. So you have to run and grab another piece out of your warehouse. My warehouse being my storage locker, but it's one of those things. It's like, do I get rid of this? I'm like, no, I'm going to hang on to it because I could be doing a show and something fails. Well, luckily I live close by. Now, if I was taking this on the road, I would bring in a backup piece. You always bring backup gear. That's why I have so many microphones with me in case something catastrophic were to happen. These are all Rode microphones, so they're pretty road-worthy, pardon the pun, and damn near indestructible for the most part. So I'm not too concerned about the mics, but the podcast interface that I use to connect everything to the computer, I have a couple of mixing boards here. That stuff can fail, so I keep all of my spare stuff as backups for who knows when. It could be in the middle of something and something goes awry. I mean, things are well built today. Everything's computer controlled and robotically built for the most part. So if it passes inspection, it's pretty much going to work for a long, 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 long time. But as equipment gets upgraded, and the thing I'm using for this, the interface I use is called the Zoom PodTrack P4. It's just a little device right here. You can plug in 4 mics, and it's a podcast studio that you hold in your hand. Well, they've just come out with a newer, updated version of it with some pretty significant improvements. So I'm considering it. It's not available yet. It's supposed to be available, I think, on the 15th of November, and I'm waiting to see what the price point is going to be for Canada. But I might just get it. Maybe we'll see. No rush. If I do purchase it, I'll wait until I can find it on like a Black Friday sale or something. Because let's face it, when a new piece of gear comes out, it's always uh, expensive, and you just wait a little bit, it'll go on sale. This used to be $2.99. I got it on sale at like I think it was it a Boxing Day or a Black Friday? I can't remember. I got it for $1.99, so $100 off. You know, and Zoom, you're right, Christian. They make good product. They really do. Now, of course, at home I use the Rodecaster Pro, which is a much bigger console with a lot more to it. But this is literally something you can slip in your pocket and produce a podcast with 3 or 4 people. Now, I have another interface which I can use if I want to just show up somewhere. I could plug in a laptop, plug in this device, and use this microphone, and it works great. But I'm also considering looking at just getting a second USB microphone like the one that Mr. Beaver uses at home, because the one he uses at home is basically the USB version of this. Specs are identical, it's just USB. So that I could just plug into a laptop and away I go. I always bring a spare camera because laptop cameras, Pro Tools on a Mac Pro. Yeah, I use I have Pro Tools, but I tend to use Audacity the most just because the interface is so simple for what we're doing. We're not recording music, so. And Adobe Express is. Oh yeah, you have a gaming computer. Yeah, that makes a difference. I'm just a Mac Mini, and this thing is spectacular. All right, first guest joining us all the way from Edmonton. Uh, Hang on a sec, sir. Can't hear you yet. I should hear you. Hang on. No, nothing yet. No, hang on. Let me see if the mix minus is off on my machine. Hang on. Okay, it's on now. No, should hear you. Don't know why I don't. Hang on. Let's just check here. It's fun when audio goes sideways when you're trying to do a live stream. Huh. I don't know why we're not hearing you. Yeah, maybe jump in and out. I don't know what happened there. Army Chris was joining us and set up. We should hear him. Well, I don't know what happened there. Strange things. Well, I do apologize. Hopefully, we can get Army Chris back, and hopefully, his microphone will work for him. I'm just checking everything here on my end, and it should be good. It doesn't look like there was anything sideways or running awry. It looks like so. Input, output. Yeah, yeah. Everything is good on this end. Yeah. It's all on the default feed, which is the pod track. And there's the video feed, which is fine. That's no big deal there. And the general. Huh. Well, I don't know what exactly happened there or transpired, but hopefully we can get him back. And maybe it's possible, entirely possible, that the feed was the audio was mixed up on Army Chris's end, and hopefully we can get it fixed up. He can get it fixed up. Maybe do a hard reboot or something. I don't know. It's been a little while since we've had him on, so happy to see him again. Good buddy, good fella. He was kind enough to put me up when I was in Edmonton last summer. Not last summer, the previous 2024. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't go anywhere this summer. Not this past summer, but the previous. So 2024. He was kind enough to put me up when I was in town for the weekend. And I'm hoping to get out west before the year is out. Maybe get some skiing in, if scheduling permits and the budget allows. We'll see. I'm gonna reach out to my buddy and I'll send him a link here. Hang on. Okay, I know how to do this. I'm going to send my buddy a link if he wants to join us today, because I know he'd be interested in joining in if he can. And let's see if I can. Why is it not letting me copy that? Huh? What? Okay, there you go. Right. There we go. Yeah, I gotta send out the link. Weird how sometimes things just go a little bit sideways. Technology is wonderful, isn't it, folks? Every time I look at, should I upgrade? This computer's only about, I think, 2 years old now. And I keep reading about the newer version of it and how great it is and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, it's all legit. All legit. But my question being, why would I need to upgrade this one? It does perfectly fine for everything I'm using it for. So there's no need for me to absolutely no need for me. Oops, sorry, I had the volume up on my phone there. Absolutely no need for me to uh, upgrade it. As much as it'd be nice to have a new piece of gear and everything, but there's absolutely no need for me to do so. It just this thing works like a charm. So why should I upgrade? Like I don't see the purpose. Okay, there we go. Let's see now if I can send out a link to my buddy and let him know that we are pubcasting. And I will send him the link right there. Maybe he can join later. All right, there we go. Yeah, so Army Chris hopefully can join if he might have had a computer error on his end. Let's see, who do we got here? Oh, is that? No, that's yeah. Never mind. There was something there that was weird. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm getting a text message here. Yeah, and my buddy's just asking if we're on live now. I'm like, yep. So hopefully a couple more people can join. Technical difficulties do abound, unfortunately. I mean, think about this. How cool is this? We're broadcasting in 1080p from a pub, and it's a Wi-Fi feed. 20 years ago, this was the stuff of science fiction, and now we do it on the regular. This 20 years ago was science fiction. You got to remember the iPhone came out in 2008. 3 years prior, having something that could do 4K broadcast in 4K, it was unthinkable. All right, let's see if we got you going.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. It's coming through on a different feed for some reason. Hang on. Let's see here. Let me see. There might be an adjustment I can make. That's weird. I can hear you. It's just
Okay,
coming. It's coming through my computer for some reason.
that's
I don't know
strange.
why. Uh, let's see here. Okay. You
Try
can hear me,
again.
right?
Yeah, good to go.
Okay. Well, I can hear you, but for some reason it's coming through the computer, which is weird. I don't understand that at all. That's just truly bizarre. So how you been, buddy? It's been a long time.
Good, good. Summer flew by quick.
Tell me about it.
So,
It's like, what the hell? Where was it? It was there and then it was gone.
so did September and October, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very true.
Like now we're in November. I can't believe that.
I know. Uh, it's like, um, how?
I know.
you know,
I don't know.
like, how?
Like I know it wasn't that busy. Not like I mean, I was busy enough this summer, but I wouldn't say I was super busy.
Yeah.
You?
Well, I was in Yellowknife for a week back in July.
I remember that. Yeah. How was that
Yeah,
trip?
and hang on a second. That was great. It was amazing, actually. It was amazing. It was first time I was in anywhere but Ottawa for Canada Day
Oh
in like
wow.
44 years.
Yeah, that
So,
must have been wild.
oh yeah, very much so. It was a trip. It was an absolute trip. I'm trying to see if, hang on a second. Yes, I was there for a week for work.
Yeah.
Bridget had a contract, so I just came up to help her out. And it was fun. It was a blast. And I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been there before. And I
Right.
thought, let's give it a go and see. And I was blown away by how culturally diverse Yellowknife is, first off. And then second off, how on Canada Day, it was just an amazing, amazing time.
Yeah, I've only been up there once, and it was in June, and it was beautiful. We were doing a canoe trip fishing.
Nice.
If you like canoes, I don't. It's the
You're
stupidest
not a
designed
fan?
the dumbest designed watercraft ever.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, we portaged about 5 different lakes and lived off what we caught and what we brought. So it was pretty fun.
Wow. Good times.
We should have been traveling at night when the water was calm because the sun doesn't go down.
Yeah, and that was trippy because we were there, late June.
Yeah,
We arrived June 29th and we left on July 5th.
right.
So, yeah, the sun sets in air quotes, the sun sets. Doesn't really set. I
No, it
mean,
just goes around in a circle.
yeah, it dips just below the horizon for about 3 hours, and then it's up again,
Barely. Yeah. No,
and
but
that is
very,
just
very
the
beautiful
trippiest.
up there. So I'm fidgeting here. I'm trying to adjust my shit.
No worries, brother, no
There we
worries.
go. Where is your partner in crime today?
He is in rehearsals for a play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's see if okay. Now, I should be able to hear you properly.
Well, we're going to find out.
Oh, it's still weird. I don't get it.
It's
It's
coming through your computer and not your headphone.
yeah, it's coming through the computer, not the podcast unit. I don't understand that. I literally like I can hear you.
I can jump back out and jump back in, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, but I'm just trying to figure out why. I'm looking. I don't see any settings here that would change it, right? And I even went onto the computer settings to make sure that okay, let's see if the speakers I go into sound settings and it's like okay, sound. Everything should be playing through the podcast device.
Audio output.
So I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on.
That's a weird one, man.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I don't know how to fix that on my end.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
a your end problem.
It seems to be, yeah. But I don't seem to have a solution for it. Oh well. I guess there's worse things.
What should it be under your settings? Audio.
Eh,
Audio in.
yeah, it's a USB. It's got a switch to go to USB, right? So I'm on USB, so that I should be able to hear anything incoming, and the gain is set like to 6. So I don't know, man.
What's your audio input in Restream say?
It says my podcast device.
Oh,
That's the weird part.
that is the weird part.
I'm like, yeah, Zoom P4 audio, default Zoom P4 audio.
That's not what's happening.
No.
It's a great pod about tech support,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, I don't understand
There
what
you
the
go.
hell is going on, man. Yeah. I think it's too late for me to reboot. Oh, well, I rebooted, before I even started. So
Yeah.
shut it off at home, brought the computer over, booted up, and connected everything. And I don't know what's going on.
I had to reboot everything because that audio problem was my Rodecaster was not connecting to my computer.
Oh, weird.
So I just reset everything and replugged everything in, and suddenly there it was. That's just how this shit works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll make it work.
Well, yeah. I working. It's just bizarre. I don't know if anybody online able to hear Army Chris? Because I can
Yeah.
hear him, but you're coming through my computer speaker, which is weird.
Yeah, it's going to be no good if no one can hear.
Yeah, that would really. It's a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, you're just talking into space.
Yeah. I'm just rambling away, and people are like, "Are you? Is Paul losing it? Do we need to send a doctor?" Or...
Can you chat with anybody and ask if they can hear?
Yeah, I'm just asking the folks in the chat if anybody can hear Army Chris. Just give us a heads up, because you can hear him. Okay, so
all right, so it's just shitty audio for you then.
Yeah, just shit audio. As long as you guys can hear him, that's what really matters. I mean, and you can hear me fine. So
yeah, no, you're coming through perfectly on this end.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the cause is of this.
It's too late to reboot, man.
It is too late. That's the thing.
You're all in, buddy.
Yeah.
I hate that when you're live and then like your shit is not working.
Oh yeah, it's the worst because it's like, well, this is stressful. How can I fix this?
It's never been an issue before.
Yeah, it's never been an issue. This has never happened before.
Weird.
I don't understand it. Yeah.
Excuse me.
The only thing I could reboot though is my audio device.
You could try that. You'll have no audio for a second. I'll just wave at everybody.
I'll give that a try.
Give it a whirl.
Hang on.
Yep. Hang in there.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay. There we go. Now I can hear you too. So I don't
properly.
know. Yeah.
Look at that. I'm glad everybody who hung in this long while we piss around with this kit.
Yeah, it seems to be working now.
This happens. Everybody had to reboot their shit. Well, I haven't had this on in a long time, man.
No, I guess not. You haven't done
September.
Anything. Oh wow.
No, it's time to get back into it now that I don't like to do this stuff in the summer. I think people should be outside doing
I know what
summertime stuff.
Yeah.
So I pretty much park it over the summer, and then although I did one in September, Pegasus, and then I did 2. I've done 2 this fall.
Okay.
That's about 1 a month's good enough, man. I got other shit to do.
Yeah, I can't do the morning show anymore because I'm in the office at 6 a.m.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm up at 4. Take Lola out at shower, shave, get dressed. Take Lola out at 4:30. We're out for 30 minutes at least,
right.
and back home. Drop her off, get her fed. Out the door at 5:15. Catch the train at 5:35. Start work at 6.
What time you done?
1:30.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I'll have another pint, please.
Absolutely, you will. I might have to go pour a pint here. I'm drinking coffee and Bailey's.
Well, at least you're doing it up right.
Yeah,
How is the weather there right now? Because it's been miserable and rainy, piss and rain here the last few days.
it's actually been not bad.
It cleared up here
So
today.
the kids, it wasn't too cold last night for
Oh, okay.
the trick or treaters. I had about 40 kids come by.
Oh, wow.
So that's a little less than normal.
Yeah.
But I bought a ton of candy, so I think I went through 2/3 of it.
Oh, wow.
But it's going to start cooling off, and snow will be coming soon.
Yeah.
As long as it's good for Remembrance Day.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've had snow on Remembrance Day in the past.
Oh, you just roll the dice out here, man. It could be plus 15. It could be minus 30.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
In Ottawa, it's going to be cold. It's not freezing, but it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
But we haven't had snow in many, many years. We've had miserable rain, though. Ugh. But you know what? It doesn't deter the crowds.
No, it shouldn't.
No. Well, and
you can be cold for one day.
Yeah, it's one day. Big deal.
And it's not even a
hours.
Day. It's a couple hours.
Couple hours. Thank you. Yeah, a couple hours on a weekday this year. It's a Tuesday this year, I believe. I think it's a Tuesday.
I'm gonna check right now. Yes, it is a Tuesday.
Yeah. So I'll be attending the National War Memorial, which I've been able to do for the last number of years because the job that I have, I was working for a Crown Corp.
Yeah.
So we observed, right? And I was able to go, which was great. When I worked totally, so here's the weird part. I work for a private sector company. I'm contracted to a Crown Corp.
Okay.
So I have to observe what they observe. So if they get Remembrance Day, the office is closed. That's great. I can go.
I thought it was a stat. No.
No. It used to be. It ended in 1984. It was the last time it was a stat holiday in Ontario. And I don't even like the word holiday.
No, that's not the right word.
No, a stat.
Fuck,
day.
I thought it was a stat.
No, it used to be, but it hasn't been for a long time. But yeah, I'm wondering if what the hell is going on here? Very strange. I've got too many cameras in the thing. I'm wondering if there's been talk.
Checking you.
Yeah, there's been talk for a number of years about bringing it back. Federal government has it off, and retail doesn't open until 12 p.m. But people go to work. And I mean, I've been going to work for decades. Private sector.
I'm on the government website. Public holidays. Remembrance Day is on the list.
Yeah, that's for government employees, though, not for me.
Oh,
well, it is for me now,
man.
Because I'm contracted to D&D,
right?
So, yeah, and the guys will be like, "You're going to be at." Of course, I'm going to be at the National War. It's down the end of my street, man.
Okay, you're right, because they got Easter Monday, which is what the hell is Easter Monday?
Yeah.
Right. It's the same as Thanksgiving Monday.
Yeah. So the
rest of these make sense.
I do get the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation off because the office is closed.
Oh, there it is, right.
And Remembrance Day. So I get those 2 days, but I don't get Family Day in February because that's a provincial statutory holiday. So federal government employees are at work. I haven't had that day off in about 5 years, I think.
I'm pretty fucking sure when I was in the Army, we took it off.
Yeah.
I think so.
Family Day or
I'm thinking of Family Day. I don't remember.
Well, Family Day's been in Alberta for
a long time. I just can't remember
years.
if we took it off when I was in uniform. I want to say we did.
It's only been in Ontario for about 15 years.
And it's in the same time, February?
Yeah, February. It's I think second weekend in February or something like that.
That's good. You need a friggin' stat holiday in February, man.
Yes.
It's the shittiest month of the year.
It is. Everybody's like, yeah, but it's only 28 days. Yeah, so what? It still sucks.
Yeah, and if you're a man with a woman, you got to go spend money on
Yeah,
14th and buy them overpriced flowers and all that other wonderful shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's a stressful month. Everybody's strapped for cash from Christmas time, and
exactly. And it was like, between Christmas and New Year, So you got Christmas, New Year's, there's time off there. After New Year's Day, you don't
nothing.
have anything until Easter, and that could be March or April.
That's right.
It's the time of the year when people really need a long weekend.
Yeah. No, I agree. And it feels like it's like I love Christmas. I'm a Christmas guy.
Me too.
I'm all in, man, on Christmas. And I know like after 22 December, it's supposed to get lighter and lighter. It feels fucking darker and darker in January and February. And it's just colder and shitty and it sucks. That's the time you want to get out of town, man, and go south.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's, and Bridget and I are thinking about doing because we have to use up a certain amount of vacation time because we're not really allowed to roll over anything, right?
Okay, so it's use it or lose it.
Well, they pay us out, but I want the time off. The money is whatever, I'd rather have the time. So I think I can roll over 1 week a year, but I can't accumulate it.
Oh,
right. So I basically get 6 weeks of paid time off. I get 3 weeks holidays.
6 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks holidays, 10 sick days, and 6 personal days. So
oh man, you are fucking doing good,
dude. When they told me that, I was like, "What? What?" It was mind blowing to me. It was mind blowing. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, doing great.
Alex, this is my buddy Chris. Alex. Alex is in Calgary. Chris is in Edmonton.
No, I'm in Ottawa.
Alex is in Ottawa. You can really see. I can tell. It looks kind of foggy there too, man.
Yeah. You're on the
okay, I'll be honest with you. Winter came early this year. We're all bundled up.
Is it snowing down there?
No. We've not any snow. Calgary snow.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we had snow like a couple weeks ago for like it didn't even it barely hit the ground. It just melted, but. Man, I'll tell you, we can get snow. You need your winter tires on first week of October, many years. But so far it's been great. Been just a wonderful fall. So we're in a good spot here.
Nice.
There you go.
What are you guys talking about today? What's the topic?
We've been dealing with technical issues for 20 minutes. Yes, we haven't been talking about anything.
Just tech for a few minutes.
Back and forth.
Basically. Yeah.
I don't know. What is the topic, Paul? What do you want to talk about today?
Today's topic will be back bacon. No, I don't know. How about the Blue Jays?
Well, yeah.
You know what?
So,
I want this done. Just win because I fucking hate baseball. I said, fine, if they get to the World Series, I'll watch it. I understand it, so I played it. But it's just like one long game that takes 7 days.
It's true. The World Series
it just looks the same.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts. Alex, you might be a big baseball fan. I'm just not. And I want him to win. Don't get me wrong. And I really thought the last 2 games were exciting. I was disappointed, obviously, with the outcome yesterday. We'll see what happens tonight.
Well, I've been watching the Blue Jays since 1977, right? I was living in Trenton when the team started that year.
Yeah.
So, and Expos I cheered for, and then the Blue Jays. So I had 2 teams to cheer for. And because they were in different leagues, they never played one another. So you could cheer for both teams.
Oh, that's right.
Because Expos were national. And unless they both made it to the World Series,
they would never play against each other.
No. They had interleague play, but I don't know if the Jays and Expos, they might have played 1 or 2 games before the Expos were killed and moved. So, and in those games, it was just fun. If you had an interleague game with the Jays and the Expos, hey man, I'm just happy. I don't care who wins that game. As far as I'm concerned, they're meaningless, right? In the grand scheme of things.
Well, I might be wrong with this, but the year of the strike, which I think was the end of the Expos, there was a good chance that year they both could have faced each other in the World Series, actually.
Well, the Jays were still a pretty solid team, but the Expos were the team in baseball that year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was 2003 when they finally, were shut down. But after 94, what happened was that because the team, the owners weren't putting any money into the team, they literally just had a fire sale. At the strike killed the team effectively because they would have won the World Series. Maybe they would, well, presumably they would have won the World Series. They would have been in the damn thing for sure. And had they have won it, which we presume they would have, it might have turned their fortunes around where ownership would put money in. Maybe they would have built a new stadium. The thing was they wanted to get the province to build them a stadium. And I'm like, why should some person why should their tax dollars go towards that? I mean, I don't agree with that. It's your team. You build the damn stadium.
Yeah.
Why on earth, some guy working at Tim Hortons trying to make ends meet and his tax dollars are going towards building a house for multimillionaire players? Like, come on, I'm not dissing the players, but shit.
That happens all the time. They're always looking for the province to kick in or the city to kick in. It's like, no, you're getting all the money. You charge me $20 a beer down at Rogers, you fucking build it.
Exactly. Well,
when you guys get that new barn built, Alex, your beer prices are going up, bro. I can tell you that much.
Well, the beer prices are already high.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of beer prices, I just had one thing to say about the Expos because I only got to watch one game in the Expos Stadium there.
Oh wow!
It was really cool, but I was there with a buddy of mine, and we paid. I think it was so they had the pint glasses they had there. They were like these giant plastic cups, and they held. It was I think 2 pints per cup. Like they were just gigantic. So I was sitting next to this American guy, and he had 3 of these things, and he had like hot dogs. Just like he goes, he's just overflowing with food, and he's like, "This is incredible." He goes, "We're sitting like right behind the backstop as well." And so he's just like, "Wow, this is incredible." He's like, "We have seats like right behind the back catcher." And he goes like, "Those seats cost like I think like $40 or something like that Canadian. Like it was really inexpensive." And he's like, "Look, and for an extra like," he goes, "I think this was like $10 American. I got more beer than I can possibly drink, and I got hot dogs, all over the place." And so he's just enjoying it. And I was the same way. Like, it was such good value for. I mean, at the time I was in my 20s, and I was definitely a professional drinker back then. So like I was having a good time. But anyway, I miss it.
You remember that you and I did a roadie down to New York City for a weekend to visit a buddy, and he says, "Hey, you guys want to go see the Mets play?" I go, "Oh, who are they playing?" I go, "Who are they playing?" He goes, "Washington Nationals." And I go, "Well, only if Marv Levy's coaching." And you guys were like, "What the hell is he talking about?" So there's a couple of levels to this joke. It's funny to me, but I'll explain it. Marv Levy was famously the coach of the Buffalo Bills when they went to the World Series, the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. Prior to coaching in the NFL, Marv Levy was the head coach of the Montreal Alouettes. The Washington Nationals used to be the Montreal Expos. And their move was only like 2 years or 3 years removed from that time. So for me, it was like, hey, I get to go to Big Shea Stadium, where the Beatles played, the very first stadium concert ever in history, number one. We get to see the Mets, who I've always wanted to see play, hang out in Queens for the night, and get to see the Washington Nationals, i.e. the Montreal Expos, play again. So, and of course, it was you, me, Mike, and the most interesting man in the world.
Oh, I forgot about the most interesting man in the world. Yeah, have you ever caught up with him again?
He owns a vineyard in BC now. I haven't spoken to him. I'm like,
I assume he's somehow surfing and like skiing every day in the same day. Probably. Anyway, yeah, he was. What was his name again?
I don't remember, but he literally was the most interesting man in the world. He's in New York City, and he's studying law. And he's working at a law firm that they're paying him like an obscene amount of money for a student, right? And a Canadian guy from Saskatchewan originally. And he was drafted by an NHL team.
Yeah.
and he had a contract. They said, but you need to drop the gloves. And he goes, no, I don't want to do that.
You'll be a lawyer instead.
I think I'll go study law instead.
Wow.
And they go, what? You'll never have an opportunity. He goes, I don't want to punch people for a living. So I'm going to go study law. And then studies law at NYU and works at the most prestigious law firm on planet Earth. And then gets bored with that and says, I think I want to go back to farming.
Well, sorry, no, there's a part of the story you're missing.
Oh.
So during his rotation at the law firm, he got to work in a bunch of different departments. And the idea is to figure out which department you fit with. And he just like with the hockey team where he's like, I'm not doing what you say I'm doing. I'm going to be my own person. It was the same thing with all these departments he was working for. He's like, I don't understand why credit's important. I don't understand why, whatever, some sort of corporate finance stuff. I don't understand why this is important. So he didn't make a lot of friends. So finally they booted him on down to wills. So he's doing estate planning. And he finds his calling when he's there. He's like, this is meaningful. I am helping people in estate planning. And so he talks to the partners. He's like, I would love to stay here. This is incredible. And they're like, you're kind of an asshole. Kicked him out. He's like, fine, I'm going to go build a vineyard.
And literally, that's what he did.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah, that's why the most interesting man in the world.
He doesn't want to make money punching people, so he goes and makes money because people are punching each other.
Effectively, now he makes wine.
Now he makes wine. Why not?
He said, one of the things that struck me, he goes, yeah, this law thing's not really my thing. I want to go back to farming. And I'm like,
farming?
Yeah.
What? He goes, yeah, I love farming. I'm like, interesting in the sense that nobody was going to make this guy do anything he didn't want to do, number one. And number two, he just wanted to be happy. And to him, career and money meant nothing.
Well, that's,
it meant nothing. It had no
probably
power
the best
over
way
him.
you could ever live your life.
Yeah.
Just to not give a shit about anything.
Like it had no power over him.
Yeah.
And he was paid an obscene amount of money at this law firm.
Yeah. Which gives him the flexibility to go do
other
things, obviously.
But he was only there for what, like 6 months? Was it even that long?
Oh, it was a year. It's a year.
It was a year?
Yeah. It
like,
was,
but if you're going to go build a vineyard, that's not cheap.
No.
I wouldn't guess.
Well, it was because Mikey had sent me a link, say, yeah, so he went back to farming, all right. Wine. He's making wine.
Good for him.
Yeah, no kidding.
What happened to Alex?
I don't know. We lost your camera there, bud.
It's that big storm in Ottawa that looks like he's in.
Big storm on the hill. Maybe he had to jump for a second. Sometimes that happens.
I caught a cold, so I was just blowing my nose. I didn't want to put PubCast.
I thought maybe, you're because it looks like you're at another trucker convoy right now, and maybe they shut your feed down. He's got the ball hat on, and he's out in front of Parliament Hill.
Are you in the hot tub on
From Calgary?
Yeah,
they got a hot tub in. I can't believe the amount of stuff they got in there.
It still blows my mind. I'm like, the
cops are like, we can't get rid of them. That's because they just brought in a hot tub. Like, they're bedding in for a while, man. You got to stop letting stuff in.
Just stop. We can't block.
They had a band.
Yeah,
they had a band.
They had a band and a DJ.
Yeah.
They had two stages set up.
Model for like all future protests. If you want to bring people out, you got to make it interesting, right?
Yeah, like you got to get a DJ, a band. It's like you got to get a hot tub.
Yeah,
food trucks.
Well, the thing about the DJ was they set up a stage right in front of 700 Sussex, which is right next to the Chateau Laurier.
Yeah,
they set up a stage and a DJ and played till the wee hours in front of the most expensive real estate in the city.
That's just rude.
And they're like, well, nobody lives around here. I'm like, motherfucker, that's some of the most expensive real estate in Ottawa. And right next to that is the Chateau Laurier, the cheapest flop motel there is in the city.
It is. You can get a good deal on Expedia to stay there. I put it all on points. But my point was, like, everybody's pissing and moaning, and they should be for noise, but it's like I'm looking at the cops going, well, why did you let all that shit in there?
Yeah.
Like
that was the chief.
You have the right to protest. Absolutely. You don't have the right to turn it into a fucking event in downtown Ottawa with bands and DJs and food trucks and hot tubs. Well, that's not your right. So if they're too stupid to stop them from bringing that stuff in, semi-loads of entertainment, then I don't know what to tell you.
So if you drive out to Banff, or I should say, if you were doing it last year, there was an encampment that was set up at a truck stop on the side of the road, and it was the same thing. There was a shelter that was built there. It was all these guys were protesting, I guess, vaccines. It's hard to really say what they were protesting.
I don't even know what they're protesting.
No,
ostriches or.
Oh fuck! You get into that ostrich thing.
Oh yeah, the ostrich thing.
Like really? Like you're having a. Oh man,
I don't care. Like if you want to do that, and that's the side of the Trans Canada out by the casino or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
But downtown, any given city, doing that is just rude.
Well, it's not just any given city though. You have to remember it's the capital city of the country, for Christ's sake. Like, I mean, doing it in any city is terrible, but when you were allowed to do it in the national capital,
well, you're allowed to do it, period. Like, which is like I said, I have no problem with the concept of protesting and all these fucking rednecks driving to Ottawa. Fill your boots.
Yeah.
But it's all that, the amount of stuff that they got inside of the perimeter, for lack of a better term. I'm like, well, that's not on them.
Well, and then right on the Rideau Canal. Right on the Rideau Canal, they built a structure which was supposed to be like a food distribution center.
Yeah.
And right beside that, in a fenced-in area that had all these propane cylinders. Well, right across the canal is NDHQ.
Oh, right on.
And this is before they had all moved out to Carling. I'm like, so you have a giant goddamn bomb right there.
Yeah, it was
like, what the hell is going on?
The way I would have handled it.
and again, I support a person's right to protest. Always have, always will.
Yeah, me too.
And people said, well, you live in downtown Ottawa, you got to put up with this. And I go, I've seen thousands of protests in this city over the last 45 years. Thousands. I've never seen anything like that. That was not a protest.
Well, no, that just got out of control and turned into a party.
Yeah.
What was it like at the beginning when they were moving in? Like were the police at least doing something, like, need a permit?
No, when they first came in, well, to begin with, the police chief, who I had liked up until that point, said, well, we can't block streets. That's a charter violation. We can't shut streets down. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can.
You've been here on Canada Day when they shut down several streets. You can shut down streets whenever you want. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's me. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. And then what's his nuts there, Trudeau, in this War Measures Act shit. Look at that.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? That's when I was in Calgary last year, the year before. Yeah,
that's out by Kananaskis, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the old Bull Lake over there.
Yeah.
That was a good roadie. Well, I'm thinking about because I got to burn through some time before the year end. I might see if I can fly up for a weekend in Calgary for sometime in December. If you're up for that, brother.
Man, that would be very fun. Definitely up for some more fun. Let's crank it up a notch.
Maybe we get some skiing in or something.
Oh, that'd be sick. Well, we obviously what did we skied last time? We did was it
Lake Louise? Yeah.
Well, you got to go to Sunshine.
Gotta get the other one in.
Got to get the other big one in. Yep.
Or we could maybe spin out to Panorama or something like that. Like, I've actually never been out that way, but I've never been skiing in Panorama. But Golden's, good radio. Just there's a whole valley out that way.
Louise is great if they have snow.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah.
You never know, man. It could be in December. There still might not be enough snow there.
So it sounds like you know the place, eh, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
No, when we were there, I'm from Calgary originally.
Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know that.
Edmonton. So yeah.
Right, Edmonton.
Right. Not Edmundston. That's on the other side of the country. Yeah, no, Louise is hit and miss depending on how much snowfall they get.
Yeah,
so,
well, we were there. The conditions were good, but they weren't great. And people were saying, well, what was it? Describe it out here. And I go, a very good day at Tremblant. So there was
a little slushy.
There was some patches with ice here and there. But I mean, it was good snow. But there's just patches with ice. But Alex is telling me, and I hadn't been to Lake Louise in 50 years or something like that. And he was telling me, he says, he met this American couple who were up, and they said, they've traveled. Was it Colorado they went to, and they'd skied all Vail. Yeah, they were in Vail and skied everything there. And they said, you don't understand, Lake Louise, a green run in Lake Louise is a blue to a black anywhere else. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Because we were there, and I think we only skied green runs, except the green runs at Lake Louise are not like green runs anywhere else at all. I mean, the pitch that's like, and they're long.
Did you get on the backside when you were there?
We did the whole thing. Yeah, we definitely did.
Okay.
We zoomed right to the back as soon as we got there.
Right on.
Yeah.
I like the backside.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where we started, was the backside. I remember we got up off the lift and we were skiing along. And we both stopped because we couldn't see anything.
Oh, if you're in a whiteout, that's not good, man.
It wasn't a whiteout. It was just the way the sky was and the way the snow was. It was like I can't see a damn thing.
That happened to me at Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last run of the day, and I'm on a snowboard because I just wanted to try out snowboarding. So I'm not really good. I grew up skiing, and like I can't. There's no difference between, same situation where the sky and the ground. Yep. There's no trees up there, nothing. I'm like, fuck. And then suddenly, as we're working our way down, but you have no balance or sense of equilibrium's gone. And then the clouds parted, and it was beautiful, and it was fresh powder, and everybody was off the hill except us, and it was really nice, man. But in that moment, I'm like, I'm gonna have to walk down. Like, I'm taking this plank off, I'm walking down.
I've never tried a snowboard.
It's different.
Yeah, I've been skiing since 1972, I think.
Yeah, like I've been skiing since I was 5 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 4 or 5 years old is when I started, and I think I started on I started on telemark boards.
Oh wow, you're making it easy for yourself. Just telemark right out of the gate.
Yeah,
that's hard, man.
Well, and then of course I moved to Ontario and skiing here. The first time I go out, I'm on 190s, and my heels are locked down, and I'm like, my body still wants to telemark, right?
Yeah,
but my heels aren't popping up, and these skis are so freaking long. Because I'm used to like 145s back then, short, and now I ski on like 160s. I don't want them long.
There's no parabolic skis the ski tech is a lot more evolved.
Oh yeah. I'm going back over 35 years, and again, they were practically cross country skis, just a little bit wider,
Well, I never got. There's a point in your life where you're not going to be big enough to keep playing hockey, so you're just getting the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah,
and that was me in Calgary, and I'm like, I'm done with hockey. And my parents, to get rid of us every weekend we were gone. There was a ski bus out of South Center Mall. They just drop you off there at like 5 a.m. on the bus out to Louise or Sunshine or wherever, which one you wanted to go to, and it'll bring you back at the end of the day and come pick you up. And this when we're like 12.
You couldn't do that.
You would fucking do that today. No way. I think about the things I was doing at 12.
Yeah.
Right? Living in Woodlands in Calgary, in this, upper middle class neighborhood. But we had bus passes to get to junior high.
Yeah.
And the C train first leg had just been put in, right? This is like 82, 83. And we were all over the city at 12 years old. Yeah. And Stephen Avenue wasn't as bougie as it was. It was just called 8th Avenue back then. It was all head shops, of which one still exists today. Tropicana is still there. And fucking arcades. And we were down there all the time at 12. Like, can you imagine your kid downtown, any given city?
No.
And all we got here is tweakers and crackheads and oh, it's bad, man.
Well, yeah. When I was up,
and you need a stab vest to ride the fucking train here, man.
Well, when I was in Edmonton, that weekend to hang out with you and check out the game, it's like I checked into an Airbnb and I thought, $50.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, $50, this can't be that bad. And I get into the neighborhood and I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? And then I meet Chris later.
Alex,
and he goes, dude.
I said, where are you? He's like, I'm right over there. I'm like, fuck that, man. You're staying in my house.
My place.
You're going to get killed there. He was in the hood.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was up there for a business trip a few years ago, and we, it's kind of like Paul was saying with the Airbnb, we made a decision on which hotel we were staying at. It was a budget conscious decision. And anyway, when we arrived at the hotel, there was definitely some pros, waiting for us down in the lobby as we were checking in. And I was like, wow, that's where we are right now. Did not expect that.
Well, it sounds like we're tarnishing Edmonton's name. It is a nice city. The River Valley is beautiful, and there are good places to stay. But just check with me first before you say, "Hey, I'm going to book this hotel." I'll be like, "No,
don't do that. Don't do that." Yeah, it was like, no, it's a really short walk to everything. I can walk to the ice district. I can walk to the stadium. It's great. Oh no, that was a bad decision.
No, I extracted him immediately and brought him here.
Hey guys,
thanks.
I was wondering if I could switch gears for a sec. We can totally come back to Edmonton again.
Oh yeah,
one of my favorite topics. But no, I was just wondering. Okay, so you guys may have thoughts on this. So if you've already talked about it, like we can just delete it and move past it, But Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. I mean, I know we don't talk politics on the weekends, but
I'm going to go have a smoke. Though. I'm going for a smoke.
That's not politics, though. That's a celebrity relationship.
See? Okay, so here's my question, though. Are we all upset about this? Or does it matter?
I don't give a shit. I don't
that's
care
how I
at all.
felt, too.
I'm like, so what? So what? The man's, he's divorced. Let him have his fun.
Yeah, but why are people mad at Katy Perry, too?
I don't get it. They met, they hit it off, they're enjoying each other's company. Why are you belittling their friendship, relationship, burgeoning, whatever it? Who cares? What does it have to do with your life? Get over it, man. I'm like, really? You're upset by this? He's not the prime minister anymore, so settle down. He's a private citizen.
But like now that he's dating Katy Perry, has he upgraded from being prime minister? I guess is my question.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know about that, but I will say this: the man could date anybody on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's not hideous to look at. He's quite charming. He's a big dude. I met him. He's like 6'2", and he's big. He's not super muscular, but he's got a big frame.
So
he's
it
charming.
sounds like he could date you too. Is that what you're saying? He could date anybody?
Not quite my type,
All right. Well, he does have a lot of money.
Yeah, but that's he has a penis, and that's not my thing. And if it's your thing, hey, fill your boots. I don't care. But I think he could date any woman he wants if she wants to date him, and who cares?
Yeah.
He met Katy Perry, and I guess they hit it off. And hey, good on you, brother. What if he was dating Taylor Swift?
Man, I wonder if people would be more upset if he was dating Taylor Swift.
Probably.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah, interesting.
But the Swifties would probably support it. All of a sudden, you'd have young people who are vastly interested in politics.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? It's like the NFL numbers when Taylor Swift first started dating Travis Kelce, and she was showing up at the Chiefs games. Their numbers their viewership, whenever the Chiefs played the game, the numbers went through the roof. Like it was insane. And you'd have like young girls wearing, like really young girls, like 5-year-olds wearing Kansas City Chiefs shirts. Who's your favorite player? Taylor Swift. They don't know. They just want to see Taylor. That's it. They don't care about anything else. And I'm like, you know what? They're tuning into the game.
Yeah.
And what the irony being, you've got young girls who are tuning into the game, and daddy's watching the game. So now they have something to connect with their fathers to, or maybe their mom. Who knows? Football is a religion in the United States of America.
Yeah,
they own a day of the week. They own a day of the week, right? So if young girls start watching football because they want to see Taylor Swift at a Chiefs game, and they start paying attention to the game and developing a closer relationship with their fathers, well, what's wrong with that?
That's why I'm a Chiefs fan. No,
because of Taylor Swift?
No. People call me a bandwagon jumper. I'm like, buddy, I've been a Chiefs fan when they sucked, man. Like they were really shitty for a long time.
Yeah.
So how do we get off Trudeau and what's her name? Katie.
Well, I just said, what if he was dating Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I don't care who he dates.
I don't give a damn.
I don't need it in my news feed. I don't care.
Well,
Some people love that shit, like
I don't
celebrity
care at all.
gossip crap, right?
I really don't.
It's not my thing.
He's a private citizen. If he wants to date Taylor Swift or Katy Perry, let him date. Who cares?
Sure.
Why are you concerning yourself with this?
Now, hold on. But what if Pierre Poilievre was dating Katy Perry? Would you have thoughts on that?
No.
No, actually, I wouldn't.
Fucking idiot.
I don't know. I feel like I'd have thoughts on that. I'm not sure.
Really?
Well,
yeah, I'd be like, how? How did this happen?
That would be my thought.
Greatest mismatch. You know?
Yeah.
That would be my thought. So a man with
how could Katy Perry date somebody who has absolutely no platform, has no opinion or have no plan of anything?
Of anything.
This bitch is about what her ex-boyfriend Trudeau did.
That's it.
Oh my God! Now that would be an interesting thing. It's like she breaks up with Trudeau, then dates.
Now that would make headlines because old PP would just be pissing and moaning about her ex.
Oh, dude, that's just too funny. That's not political. That's just hilarious.
I hate all politicians, man. Every one of them.
Oh,
since King Ralph passed away, that's it.
I have to say that politician. I'm sorry, I'll stop making it political. And this is my last comment, period. But when you mentioned you don't like politicians, there's one that I do like. I do like Bernie Sanders. And
Bernie.
I have a sad story about Bernie Sanders though, and me. So here's the story. So I was dating a girl who lived in Chicago. Paul's knows her. And anyway, we were breaking up, it turns out. But this was a really bad time for this to happen because I'd ordered one of those feeling the burn sweaters. And because I was in Canada, they weren't shipping up this way. So I had to get it shipped to her place. And then she was going to send it to me. I never got that sweater.
I wonder why.
I see. When you talk about American politics, you started this, Alex. This isn't political, okay? It's fine. It is my favorite reality show. Like if you leave the economic impact with all the shit that's going on out of that, just listen to. I love Biden because he didn't know where he was, he'd fall asleep and stuff. I'm like, this is awesome. This guy's running the biggest country in the world. He doesn't even know his name.
Yeah.
And then now you got the Orange Man, and he's a fucking lunatic, man. He's hilarious.
Well, he wants to.
He says,
he's like, we're going to start doing nuclear warhead testing. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Well, other countries are doing it, so we should do it too.
This guy shouldn't have keys to anything.
What other countries are doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's doing. It's something he saw in Alex Jones, I assume.
I think the fishing charters out of Mexico have gone way down in the last few weeks.
Oh, shit.
Can you imagine? I'm like, hey, you want to go on this party boat? Nope. Fuck that, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, you got a spot down in Mexico, right?
My friend's got a spot, and we're trying to buy property.
I thought you already had one.
No, man, it takes forever because it's all government stuff, and then the lawyer ripped off the cartel, so he was disappeared for a year, and you have to be legally dead for a year before they could release his money and shit. And then,
oh my God!
And then the permits guy and the mayor were corrupt, so they were on the run. and then when they have a government, like when they change to what's her name there that's running the show down there,
Scheinbaum, yeah,
they wipe out everybody.
Oh yeah.
And then they rehire at all levels, so you're starting over. So it's getting the permits and everything. It's just this dragged out process. But good news, my buddy Carl's second floor is done, so we just stay there.
I just wrote a piece that I put on LinkedIn last week about Mexico.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting things that are happening in Mexico. So like these tariffs in the United States that they're bringing in, whether they actually affect Mexico at the end of the day or not, is solidifying Mexico's place as the China for manufacturing of the Western Hemisphere. In fact, we'll see how things go. It doesn't have quite the same population as China, but to an extent, it may actually end up superseding China. And it's a combination of, even in the face of tariffs, their location just being so close to the United States makes shipping costs very little. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of American investment down there, so it's a great environment for building more manufacturing and plant. But if you happen to be from another part of the world, you might want to locate there because You get a lower cost of labor, which is fantastic. You have great access across the oceans to other parts of the world for distribution. And of course, then you have that geographic location of the US. So really, it's like if you're a global firm, America is one of your markets, you know? And so anyway, this is why you've seen, if you looked at it, the peso's gone up 10% this year versus the US dollar, and it's holding it. Like this place is doing really well. So this protectionism is actually benefiting Mexico big time.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and the tariffs. The tariffs are paid by foreign. No, they're not.
A lot of people believe that there.
I know.
There was this.
Oh, yeah.
Were we talking about this? Who was I talking about this with? I saw this video clip, right? This guy was interviewing two people, and it was in New York, and the guy was interviewing the guy and explaining tariffs. And he goes, well, no, Canada would pay the tariffs.
No.
And then this other guy's there, and he's a trader. That's what he does for a living. He trades.
Yeah.
Or sorry, importer, exporter.
Right. Yeah.
He goes, no, we pay it. And the guy's like, that can't be right. Yeah, you better fucking look it up, man.
Yeah, and he explained to him, he's like, so if I buy a T-shirt, that cost me $10, and now there's a 50% tariff, and it's now $15, and I used to sell that T-shirt for $14, and I'd have a $4 profit.
Now I make $1 instead of $4.
He goes, so I have to, it's now costing me $15, so I'm going to charge you another $5, so it's now $20 you're paying for that $14 T-shirt. And the guy's like, what? Like, yeah, I don't think he's smart enough.
A lot of them don't quite understand how that works.
No, they really don't. It's disturbing. I'm gonna. There we go. We got quadrants now. Quadrants.
Look at that.
So is your setup? Is it always does it just stay there at the pub?
No. This is all portable. I can take this anywhere. Yep. I have a full portable studio.
Hack it all up. How many cameras are you running? Just 2?
3 cameras today.
3 camera setup. Wow, man.
I can do 4. Actually, I got more cameras, but I only bring 3 with me. So yeah.
Are there people around you? Because like I hear nothing except for you. It's like it's really
well. I do have some technology that allows to keep the background volume
down. Noise isolating.
Yeah, and this microphone as well. Thank you. But there's nobody. We were hoping to get a bit of a studio audience today, if you will. There's a couple people supposed to join me in person, but haven't been able to make it. But hey, whatever. We've had shows in the past where we've had a bit of an audience. Hoping to do that Christmas time. I'm thinking the next time we'll do a Christmas show in a few weeks, obviously.
Right on.
And I want to try and get as many people into the pub at Christmas time to come and sit, and people can join. I've got 3 additional mics here.
Yeah.
And, people can come and hang out and have a good time. And it's like, yeah, why not, Let's see, I can pan this over. Oh, the other way. I'll pan the other way. So you can see there's a couple of additional mics set up, So yeah, if people want to come in and join, they can do that.
That's beautiful.
That's the same mics I got.
The Rode Pod mics.
My 2 guest mics are the Rode Pod mics, and when you run them through this board, they sound amazing. You don't have to have an SM7B for everything.
Well, this is this Rode broadcaster. This one.
Yeah.
But I have like 4 of the Pod mics because they're indestructible, and they're awesome.
They are. They're heavy.
They are.
They weigh a lot, man. But they put them on a stand, and you're good.
Well, one of the stands I have has it's got an angle arm. It's just like a desktop stand. Well, you can see it right there, right?
Yep.
Right there, and if I bend it anymore, it'll fall right over because it's so heavy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, wow. Well, so it sounds like there's a bit of setup and takedown here. Would it help if you had your own Android to set this up and take it down for you? Because they just launched one.
A robot to do this? Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
Yeah, like, have you heard about this this new Android robot?
No.
It's called the Neo.
Is this real?
I don't doubt it.
You can actually pre-order it now for $20,000 US.
Well, let me just line it up.
I don't trust robots, man.
What movie have you seen that
all
makes
of
you
them?
not trust
all
robots?
of them.
Fucking listen. I'm telling you that Skynet shit is coming, man.
Yeah.
The Matrix. all that AI, like, yeah, ChatGPT is pretty cool. It was helping me out with a few things.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's like, man, this AI stuff is
But
fucking scary.
it's not an exaggeration to say we should be concerned about this, because there you
No.
can get an idea of.
So you're like the AI thing, right? Skynet. And you're looking, it's the same as if aliens came here, which apparently they're here. You're looking, if you're the AI thing, you're going, are we really going to let these people run the world? I'm not naming any particular world.
No, I hear you.
No, we got to shut this down.
Well, what was it? Somebody, a friend of mine said, one of the questions they don't want people asking AI is, how do we fix the climate problems on Earth? And he's like, because the answer would be eliminate humanity.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, how do we fix them? It's simple. Just kill everyone. And then the world will just fix itself.
Well, they're starting to polarize AI now. So I got a buddy that lives like by Red Deer, which is redneck country, right? And he said there's a new AI model coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember the name of it. And it's because the current ones are all left-leaning as far as their data sources. I'm going, here we fucking go. So now you need a right-wing AI tool. Because I'm going, are you out of your mind?
No.
That's what he said. This is 2 days ago. I'm going, I got to go home, man. Okay.
I believe you. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's like Truth Social, like whatever. So now they got to build a fucking right-wing AI tool because ChatGPT is too left.
It's not that it's left. It's that it's telling you things you just don't want to hear that are truthful.
That's the thing.
Like, see, this is my thing about AI. Like, it's really kind of screwing things up. Like, you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore, but for sure. Like, it's good at fooling us. However, it's very good at mimicking people. However, I think if you're paying for it, like, you want to make sure it's giving you the right information, because otherwise there's no point, right? And so I have a feeling, I just sort of wonder, like, we'll see, I could definitely be wrong about this, but I just sort of feel that if you're using it, especially for business purposes, you're only going to pay for the AI that can give you what reality actually looks like, right? Because if you start making decisions based on like a false reality, like your business you're just going to lose your company, and nobody actually wants that.
And it's already imperfect. I mean, everybody's seen an example. I know I have of getting an AI response back and go, that is not right.
Well, I've tricked it intentionally by saying, I'm looking for this specific model of loudspeaker made between this year and this year by this company, and I think this was the model number. Doesn't exist. Huh. What about this one? No, doesn't exist. Then I type in the exact model number. Oh, here's all the information we have about that. I'm like, I know, I'm looking at the
exactly
speakers.
What you mean.
It's right in front of me. So like, wow.
Oh, it helped me fix my van.
Well, and there are certainly moments where it's completely useful, and I use it at work with Copilot.
That's what my dad uses, Copilot. Yeah.
And the reason I use it, and we have access to it, is because it's baked in. But they're like, yeah, you can go ahead and use this to do things like I need to build a matrix on an Excel spreadsheet that will show all the testing that I need to, and it's like, boom, here you go. Then I just go in and customize it and put in, different colors and adjust the columns and the cells and that sort of thing. But it saves you a lot of time because, as you know, Chris, creating a spreadsheet with hundreds of cells that dictate testing and if this is the result, do this. If this is the other result, do that.
All your formulas take a lot of time, and if you screw one of them up, it screws the whole sheet up, and you're like, oh, and then you got to go find it, and
it just saves you so much time when using an AI to develop that. You're going to go in and you're going to tweak it, you're going to adjust it, and you're going to make but literally you're probably saving 8 to 10 hours worth of time in the creation aspect of it. And I'm like, oh, that just made my life so much better.
Oh, 100%. Like, I've used it to generate interview questions.
Oh, yeah.
Podcasts, right? I'm going to interview a veteran and talk about his experience and wherever, blah, 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 blah. Give me a list of questions. Boom. Yep, that looks good. I'll take 5 of them and then run it again, and it gives some different ones. And, and like, boom, and then you add in your own. That's the simplest level. for workflow, but now it can generate imagery and all kinds of shit.
Scary imagery.
There's the one application I think that gets underappreciated that AI is great for, or becoming great for, is it's with an agent. If you wanted to say, let's say you want to connect two systems, like pull database information from one place and put it to another, but there's no API, and so maybe it's actually a physical, like a user interface that you have to go through. So like just like a web page, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You can build agents that can go and do all that work for you to go retrieve that information. Because they can use your browser, move your cursor around, and like actually poke through and start copying the information you need. Yes, so it's not scraping; it's different, right? It goes through and looks like a person and hunts the same way. So it's discerning in what information it'll pull back to you as well. So you might, for example, say pull all the stuff about topic X, but not topic Y, even though they're usually interrelated. And anyway, to me, that's really interesting stuff because because there's a lot of systems where you building an interface just might not be there. It's like let's say you're in your company, you might have an accounting system and you have to link up with, I don't know, something that it's a time tracking system. Sometimes those things do, and sometimes they don't interconnect. If they don't, you can build an agent to just go do it for you, because otherwise it's a manual process anyway. So those are great applications, and there's a high degree of accuracy that goes with them. But there's a lot of places where AI falls down pretty hard.
Yeah, like if you have AI tools internally on your intranet that can search and link data sources, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not just 100%. Pulling garbage off the internet. No, that's not right. Nope.
There's definitely a place for it, and in the workplace especially, you just need to be. How do I say this delicately? You need to be a little bit older to know that not everything it gives you is 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yep.
A young person might just take it at face value.
Well, exactly. You need to know what you're expecting it to kick back to you.
Yes.
Right. And you're just using it to make it easier to do it.
Yeah.
But I need to know the content. If you don't know the content, it's useless. It's like, because you're right. It's not meant to replace ignorant, stupid, or uneducated people.
No, it's not.
It's meant to be used by smart people who know the content of what the outcome of what they're asking AI to do.
Yeah, you know the answer. You're just helping it get. You're helping using it to help you get there.
Streamlining your workflow.
There you go. Streamlining. That's perfect.
That's what you're trying to do.
You use it for editing the show, right, Paul?
I do for the audio version of the podcast. I use something called Descript, which has an AI built into it, and it does things. It has a thing called Studio Sound. So like I could create a version of this where, Alex, your audio, because you're using your laptop microphone, doesn't sound like this. It's not a studio mic.
Yeah, I've used the same tool.
And it works. It can literally make it sound like you're speaking into this microphone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the other thing I use it for, like there's tons of tools available to you in that software. But the other thing that I like to use it for is when you're putting together an audio-only podcast, stutters, stammers, ums, ers, ahs, you got to cut that out.
Yeah, and the old way of doing it is tedious.
Oh my God, it takes hours. You have to go through line by line. This just finds it, and you just hit a button and eliminate it all.
I was using Audacity forever to and you got to manually
scroll through the wave.
Yep. So, the first thing you do is isolate background noise.
Yep.
And then remove that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go through the waveform and find the ums, ers, ahs, long pauses and shit like that. And I use Wondershare Filmora, which is not the best, but it does a lot of stuff. But I don't like how the AI edit. I've used it. I'm like, that's not really what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I still manually edit all my pods.
I'm the same way.
Which is time consuming, but I get what I want out of it.
Yes.
Not AI. It's like, a kid trying to please his parent. Is this good? Drawing you
what do you think?
Fucking donkey. No, not quite. And for the amount of time I could run the AI,
I can do it manually.
I could have done it manually as far as the editing, but
yes,
as far as some sound manipulation and things like that.
Forget it.
Oh man, boom, done. You're like, wow, that would have took hours.
Yes, and you can have it done in seconds.
In seconds.
And then you just press a button, boom, and then upload.
And I do the same thing. Even when I'm done editing, I'll pull the final soundtrack out and then run it through to normalize everything and get that studio sound. And then I upload to Simplecast to go to Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your fine podcast.
Right? But it's worth doing it because it takes seconds.
It's so, like, I used to do it manually, and oh my God, there's so much stuff I don't have enough time in my day.
No.
Right? So I just leave a lot of stuff in, but
especially when this is a hobby, right? So you don't, especially if you got a job and you're working all day, editing is tedious and time consuming. So any tool you can use to simplify the editing process, or at least the technical pieces of it.
Yeah.
Are there tools for chopping up like long form video into like clips for YouTube?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, but it doesn't give me what I want.
Yeah, I've used a few of them, and some of them are. Opus Clip is one of the ones I use.
Yeah,
it's good.
But
you know what I tend to do is I don't throw a whole YouTube video in. I will go in and select 5 minutes worth.
Yeah.
Throw it into Opus AI and say I want 5 clips or 10 clips or 30 seconds a piece. And usually I'm like, well, it's not great, but
it's fast. Like if you want to make shorts for reels and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I still don't like what I'm getting because it's picking what it thinks is good content.
And it's not always. It's not always.
So I have a tendency to just, because by the time you edit, like say you filmed the whole show.
Yeah.
By the time you're done editing, you watched it like 8 times. So, or at least.
Yeah.
So I already know and I'll put markers where I want to clip it out later. Yeah, mark that. Then I just go back and pull out my own shorts because the AI shit isn't doing.
It's not what you want. Yeah, I know.
They hype it up like when you see commercials or ads in Instagram and you get this editing tool, it'll create all these shorts for you instantly. I'm like, yeah, but it's not what I want.
Well, and the other thing is too is I see a ton of clipped shorts with AI narration, and some people are making a ton of money off of it.
It is so,
but I hate it. It's the bane of my existence because it is terrible.
It is horrible.
It's blatantly obvious.
Everybody,
and there's a blowback on it now because I'm seeing people. The commentary is bullshit. AI goes like people are.
Yeah, people getting mad. If I watch, because I watch a lot of YouTube, it's my preferred thing.
I don't watch television anymore.
No, I rarely.
I don't.
Rarely. I have my sports apps because I'm a football.
That's it.
Nutcase, and hockey. And there's a couple series I watch, but mostly YouTube. And as soon as I hear it's an AI thing, fucking next. Nope.
Yeah. It's literally I don't watch television anymore. I watch streaming services, right? Netflix, Prime, that whatever.
Yeah.
But it's mostly YouTube. And if I'm watching live television, it's because it's a sporting event, or I'm watching the news. But the news I'm usually watching on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, I read the news once a day in the morning.
Yeah. It's the broadcast television, without getting political here, but when Paramount, CBS, canceled Stephen Colbert, and they gave him 10 months to just have free will, which is what they've done. They've given him a license to say whatever he wants. But when they said, we're canceling because the model's just not making money, and I'm like, he's had the #1 rated show for 10 years.
Yeah.
Number one, first off. Second off, his YouTube channel gets millions of views for every clip they put up. And he has something like 10 million subscribers. You know how much money YouTube is making?
Right.
Like, they don't even factor that into the equation. And it's CBS, the parent company, who puts up the YouTube channel. Stephen Colbert isn't getting that money. CBS is. So they're bullshitting you. Like, if you have 1 million subscribers and are getting on average, let's say your average video is 1 million views. You could have 1 million subscribers and get 10 million views.
Yeah.
The money you're making is insane.
Like is it in the hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like, call me Chris. I'm sure you know who she is.
Okay, yeah.
She started doing TikTok shorts when the pandemic shut the whole world down. Now she has millions of subscribers on YouTube, millions of subscribers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Her average, she started doing true crime podcasts on her Call Me Chris YouTube channel.
Oh,
Okay.
that's I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. It's a very attractive place. She's from Vancouver. BC, not Vancouver.
Yeah.
She's Canadian. She's living in Texas now. And her true crime podcasts are really good because she's entertaining and engaging. She's a very attractive young woman, and I'm really happy for her success. But it's like the money she's earning on YouTube, I can't even fully comprehend it.
Oh, it's got to be insane.
Oh, she's probably pulling in $1 million a month.
And started on TikTok. I had to get rid of TikTok. I tried it.
I still have one. I just don't post very often.
I tried it because a lot of so I do another show called When the Music Mattered with Ray.
Yeah, love that show, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I'm actually going to meet Secondhand Dream Car, the band, today to get some tickets and do some socials with them. They're playing at the Starlight Room next Friday. There's a plug for Secondhand Dream Car. But so I said, okay, well, I'm going to create a TikTok account and try this out. And I'm like, I'm just getting dumber and dumber and dumber.
There's some good content out there.
There is. I haven't put enough time into getting the algorithm to me, so it's just stupid shit showing up. Like, what? No,
you get a ton of garbage.
I don't know how to post. The interface is sloppy to me, and I don't want to. I'm like, just don't be in my phone anymore. So I'm gone.
Well, the thing that's troubling to me is, I hold a full-time job.
Yeah,
I have a partner. I have a dog, and I'm trying to find time to do this. And then the editing, and it's like, okay, but you need to be on Twitter and you need to be on this. And I'm like, hold on now. That's a full-time gig, man. And it's not paying me enough money to leave the job that I have. And it is a full-time job. Creating content is a full-time job.
Oh,
don't kid yourself.
And it's 7/24, man. It's not 9 to 5.
No, it's like literally you get it. I could be out somewhere and somebody will say, hey, what about this? And I'm like, oh, hang on, say that again. Right? Let's record that because that is good content. There's so much great content out there.
And if you want to monetize, man, you got to grind. And it's hard.
It's a grind. It is. And I'm not complaining about it.
I never intended to make money. I started my podcast during the pandemic because
I did mine.
I needed something to do.
Yep.
I had the means to buy all this shit that's in here. And then I started producing other people's podcasts. I was down with OPP. There you go. And
I've had a few other people ask me to help them produce, and I'm like, what I can do is I can give you recommendations on what you need to get yourself set up.
Yeah.
Go out, buy this equipment, and then I can give you a hand with getting things set up and that. But if you want me to produce it, I'm sorry, I can't do it for free. I can't.
No, I'm not doing it anymore because
my time is valuable, and once word gets out that you can do it, it's like, oh shit, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is calling you now. And
and that's exactly, Paul, what was happening. Yeah. And it's like, no, but I saw the same thing. I'll tell you what not to buy just because it's shiny and attractive. You don't need this. I got a bunch of stuff I don't need. Believe me. And you don't have to break the budget anymore. You don't need this mic.
No.
You buy two of those for the price of this one.
Yeah.
Especially when you're starting out. And I told a lot of people, I said, until you bag 5, you're just, it's a neat idea because it's a lot of work. And then to come up with guests, to come up with topics, some of the best ones are just bullshit sessions where we didn't really have a plan. And then when I was going on every week, when I did Fire for Effect Live, it was just running out of gas. And I'm like, and I was like, I only want to do this because I want to do it. The minute it feels cumbersome, and I'm just coming up with some topic. So I couldn't do it every day. There's no way. I could barely do it every week. So I said, I'm cutting it back to probably once a month, recorded, not live, because live is no one cares.
Yeah.
If you look at your analytics, no one cares.
They watch the replay more than they watch the live.
Yeah, and I'd rather do, and most of your content is probably consumed audio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. I found that out. I'm doing all this work. I built this studio and everything to find out that everybody, hey, I like your podcast. I listen to it in the gym on Spotify, like the next day or whenever,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, really? So I'm putting all this time into this video production. You've seen my lighting. It's not on right now. My cool lighting is on right now.
Yeah.
And like you get 5 views on YouTube.
Like
get 500 on Spotify. So where's your focus going to be?
Yeah, no kidding.
So I'm set up to do video, and across from me, I got 2 mics there, or to just do audio. But I like to do video because I like videography.
Yep.
So again, it's for me. But if you're going to do a pod, you understand the bulk of the consumption will be through audio.
Oh yeah, by far.
So with the with podcasting and creating content, what are the revenue streams? Like I know there's obviously advertising and so forth, but but what are all of the revenue streams? Like there's buy me a coffee, there's subscription and stuff, I assume, like there's merch maybe, but what does it look like?
Well, you get ad revenue through YouTube. You can get buy me a coffee, of course. Yes. There's people can donate directly to you as well while they're watching.
A lot of people use Patreon.
Patreon is another big one. Yeah. And Substack as well, which is great. It's like, now we have to have another one. It's like, so I need to have a Patreon. And I'm like, okay.
That's again, now I need this one, and this one. You start losing your mind.
It's like, I need a webmaster, basically somebody to take care of all of this. Well, because once you get into that aspect, it's like you don't have time to create content anymore.
Yeah.
You're just managing all of the venues that you're utilizing, and god damn, that alone is a ton of work.
And now that all these sportscasters and famous people are all doing podcasts, they're drowning out the little guy.
Right? Yeah. It's like, great, just when I had a chance to, finally get my voice out there for people to hear it, there's 9 other people doing it now, and they're vastly more built-in 2 million audience the minute they fire up the mic. I'm like,
I had probably one of the first like military themed podcasts.
Oh yeah, easily.
For sure. And now there's tons of them. Mm-hmm. And I don't even try to compete because it was never about that.
No.
But it's like, okay, well, I got what it does is kills my topic list or guest list because this guy already had that guy on.
Yeah.
And that guy's been on, a famous sniper, Mr. Dallas Alexander, who's now a country superstar.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need to put him on my show because he's been on the Sean Ryan show. He's been on the Hard to Kill podcast by this dude out east who's got 1 million episodes. And he's a life fitness coach and all this shit. And he's had all the big heads on that I would have had on, Rick Hillier, guys like that. So that, once the market is saturated for what you thought was niche, you're not done. You're never going to monetize unless you commit your entire life to it.
Yeah. And
I'm just not doing that, man. I got other things to do.
Well, and it's because you literally are investing so much of your personal time, if you're not working full time, for almost a year I was out of work, so I was investing all of my time into the channel because what else did I have to do?
What else did you have to do? Yeah.
And I wasn't. The other side of that coin that nobody talks about is, you've got all this free time to invest in. I go, yes, I do, but you do need to realize something. When you have no immediate revenue stream, it gets more difficult with each passing day to put more effort into creating the content and to trying to build it out because you're just so emotionally defeated by the fact that you have no money.
Yeah, you have to pay bills and rent or mortgage, whatever you got. And this isn't like people think they're going to make money. I'm like, you know what? There's 1.8 million podcasts, and what percentage of that monetizes?
Very small
and tiny.
Yeah.
It's like that dad who thinks his fat kid's going to make it to the NHL. No, he's not.
It's not going to happen.
No, he's not, man. He's a tripod out there. He's not going to make it. And so it's like that. It's a very, very small percentage.
I'm not trying to discourage people, though.
No, but it's
go in with it with your eyes wide open, knowing it's going to be a ton of work.
The commitment level is huge. It's not 9 to 5. This is 7/24.
Yeah.
So to do it properly, the podcasts that succeed, what is the model to make that work? What sort of supports do they have, or who do they work with to bring it across the line?
You've got some severe money behind you, number one.
Yeah.
So that you can invest in the equipment that you need. Now, in some cases, some podcasts will get bought by a bigger corporation, and you'll work from their studio where they have everything. And then they have producers, and then they have people to make the content go viral. They have editors to improve upon the content.
Yeah, you're just a talent.
You're just a talent, right? If you can get to that level, well, then you don't have to worry, because now you're earning a very good living. Are you a paid employee of that podcast company? Maybe, or maybe you work out a deal where, look, my revenue is my revenue through YouTube, and I will pay for your assistance and production and studio out of that. Or if you're like me, I'd be like, well, no, I'll pay people to help me viralize and edit and promote and take care of all of the socials that we need to have. But I got all the studio gear. I'll work out of my own studio. Thank you very much. I'm not moving into somebody else's.
But like the likelihood of monetizing or getting to that level is there's like winning the lottery. Like, I'm talking Joe Blow guy goes out and buys all this stuff and sets up like this. The chances are like winning 649.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're over 27,000 subscribers now, and the channel is growing, and we are generating revenue. We are generating revenue, but it's not enough it's barely covering our costs.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. I have a full-time day job that pays well. So I'm comfortable now in the sense that I can continue to do this when I have the opportunity to do it and invest some time and money into it. But is it going to be my retirement? No. I hoped it would have been. I'd still like it to be. But it's going to take more commitment and more dollars on my end to make that happen. Would I like to both? We've never kept it a secret that when Douglas and I started to do this, that we wanted to make it a job. We wanted this to be our full-time gig.
And you were on every morning. Yeah.
Yeah. We still are. Well, he is, 5 days a week.
Okay.
I join when I can because, my work schedule. But
you have a job now, yeah.
Yeah, but we never made it a secret. It was always right from the get-go. No, our goal was to turn this into a job. Do we want to get rich? No, we don't need to get rich. As long as we can at least join the middle class doing this, generate enough money where, somebody who's earning a comfortable living, that's just what we want. Now, if we get rich in the process, well, we'll just put more of that back into the channel and hire people to help us and assist people in getting their stuff up and running.
But you took the time to build a fan base too. And you had some support, right? Yeah. Through the network. Right. Yeah. With Crier.
Yeah.
That helps for sure.
Doesn't hurt at all.
Having personalities behind you, because think about it from this way, Alex, the other end, the listener or viewer. How many podcasts do you think the average person listens to or watches? 3 to 5? Like, I don't know. It's a legit question.
Like 5 to 8, maybe. Like
really?
Well, for my the people that I hang out with, yeah.
I don't know.
But it's always business stuff,
Right.
But I can't say they catch every episode of those 5 to 8.
It's just not possible.
They jump in and out when. Like I said, because most people consume my stuff via Spotify or whatever, like whenever they want.
Yeah.
So I'm not chasing regular viewership, but if you want to monetize it, it's good to have personalities, media personalities, or sports figures have an advantage.
Oh yes, you already have a built-in audience.
People know who they are. They already got a built-in audience.
Like if you try to take on a bunch of truck drivers. Does that help too?
Well, it didn't hurt.
Yeah, maybe.
It didn't hurt when I donned my blue jacket and screamed at them in the street. I mean that got me noticed by Dean. That got that's how we ended up on Crier. But none of that was ever planned, though. That just
did you body slam one guy or was it
no.
Okay.
No. Absolutely not. No.
My girlfriend is a former radio personality in Edmonton on 2 stations, and everybody in the city knows who she is and knows her voice. So if she started a pod tomorrow, she'd have 10 times the amount of viewers that I have.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm fucking nobody.
Yeah.
So they have an advantage, and they have the advantage of access to interesting guests that we we can't reach, right? Which is usually other personalities or sports figures.
We've been at this 5 years now, and I think we're 3 years. I'll have another one in about 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, thanks. We've been at doing the video for, I think we're pushing three plus years now of video since we started YouTube. And it's not something you ever can stop doing if you want to grow. You got to continue to put content out there. You got to continue to push further and advertise and promote. And now we're reaching a point where enough people know about us who, I'm not going to say we're not famous by any stretch of anybody's imagination, but when we reach out to certain individuals to say, would you like to join us for an interview or a chat, or at one point in time we'd get like, who the hell are you, to now we're like, oh yeah, okay, sure, we'll come on. We've had other individuals reach out to us and we're like, yeah, absolutely, come on in. So our door is always open. And the thing is, somebody says, well, you only ever have, I've had people say to me, well, you'd only ever have like Liberal or NDP supporters. And I go, nope. No. If you are willing to come in and have an honest, truthful, fact-based conversation with us, you're welcome here.
That's what I wanted.
You're welcome here.
I was looking at every angle. Like my co-host Morgan is like, we're opposites.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, like don't get me wrong, like I'm definitely a right center guy. This guy's like right.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's like you're too. But it makes for good content.
Oh yeah, but absolutely.
Sorry to interrupt, Paul. Back to what it takes to monetize or get viewership or to maintain 27,000 viewers is continuity. Like, and they expect if you say you're on once a week, you better record once a week.
Yep.
Because that's the expectation. The minute you stop, like I took a break because it was flatlining.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I wasn't happy with what I was doing, and I lost everybody. It's like you're starting over.
You're starting over from zero. Yeah, you absolutely are.
Because people, if they're tuned in and like your show, and you commit to, we'll say one a month or one a week, whatever your frequency is, you have to put that content out, or you're going to lose your viewers.
It's like, that simple.
Do they unsubscribe or do they just stop like tuning in?
Well, you see, it's not about. They probably still stay subscribed if you're talking YouTube, but your downloads on Spotify, Apple, whatever, when you look at your analytics, the graph just goes right down to nothing.
Jeez.
Well, it's like I started out doing this when I started out in I guess it was March of 2020. I did it as a lark. I literally, what I started was a music show on Mixcloud. And I did it as a bit of a lark, and it was based on the fact that Kenny Rogers had just died. And somebody said, you got to talk about that. And I go, actually, I will. So I put a show together, and I think it was 10 songs, and I called it Songs and Stories. And it was going to be a one-off thing, one thing I did, and that was the end of it. But I had a lot of people calling, hey, that was pretty cool. Can you do more? I go, sure. And then the whole world was completely shut down, and I'm like, I'll just do a show a day. So I was doing 10 songs a day for months, every day, 7 days a week, because I had nothing else to do. And it's like, what day is it? I don't even know anymore. Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, who cares?
It's COVID, man.
It's COVID. Everything is closed. So it's irrelevant.
I fucking miss those days. I love the pandemic, man.
There's a part of me, I'm not going to lie, there's a part of me that does miss that.
Right? Just one lockdown a year for a month, like May. Right? Lockdown, man.
What I liked about it was how we were able to get back to the things that we loved and appreciated. We had all the distractions that we have on a daily basis were completely gone.
All your social obligations, like that knob that just shows up at your house all the time and you're busy and you don't want him there. You can't come over.
Disappeared. Yeah.
Or you're invited to something. You're like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling good. Hey, stay home. Right.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Stay home.
Best lockdowns are great, man. We kept the liquor stores open. That was my first concern. I did a video clip of me going to the liquor store and coming out with 14 11 cases of Pilsner. And I put it on Instagram. Like, I'm loading up, man. I heard they're going to shut down the liquor stores. I'm just loading up my truck, and I said, okay, I think I got about 3.5 weeks worth in case. Fucking nope. It's 5 o'clock's arriving around noon nowadays, you know. So suddenly my beer supply is way low, and then they never shut down the liquor stores because the Alberta Health Services said that'll create a problem.
Same thing with here in Ontario. They said, no, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Create a huge problem.
You have all these alcoholics tweaking out, showing up at the Emerge. It's already clogged full of people.
That's exactly why they kept it going.
That's what happened. Yeah.
So they did shut down. Right on. That was the best. Essential services, man. Ace discount liquor down the road. Oh no, I miss those days. I like the isolation, but anyway, I digress.
Did you guys find that it sounds like there were some benefits of the pandemic, but like, what about like the maybe the temperature around work? Like, were things less intense, for example?
I didn't have any
relaxed.
Work. For me, it was nothing.
Oh, you were just, yeah.
Well, I can actually, it made shit really complicated. So because of the pandemic, because at that time I had left the military and I was on my 4th civilian job. And I was dealing with building work camps. I worked for a company called Civio, which is headquartered out of Calgary and Edmonton. And so there's obviously no work, so you don't need workforce accommodation, so you're all laid off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, right on. I was a project manager, so I got a nice package. And about a month, my boss called me up. I need you to come back to work. I'm like, you're still paying me severance. He goes, I don't care. That money's already budgeted and gone. So now I go back in. The workforce is cut in half. And I get a project. And I'm looking at this project, and it was for Trans-Canada Pipelines out in Merritt, BC. And yeah, there you go. Who put that up there?
Uncover the News. I just put that up on the screen.
We'll come back to Guy Fawkes later.
Yeah.
Somebody, yeah, it's a bomb guy thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I said, whatever you price this project out is going to cost double. The supply chain is fucked.
Yeah.
Right? Take the basic thing like a lunchroom where a workforce would be, right? Mm-hmm. Construction guys. Well, now I need 2 of them because of social distancing. Now I need more toilets because you can't have a urinal. Good God, you can't pee beside that guy. You got to mark one off. Yeah. And I got to hire a nurse to check temperatures every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very, very challenging in that field anyway. Like, I can't relate it to banking, but to construction, huge challenges.
Well, I get the construction aspect because that's the field I was in at the time.
And then, the whole drinking from home thing.
Yeah.
Working from home.
Working from home.
Working from home.
By the time you get a 3 o'clock meeting, man, everybody's fucking loaded,
liquored. Yeah,
and the attitude starts coming out on the Zoom call,
and people drinking wine out of coffee mugs, right?
Yeah, right. That's what's happening. I don't care what anybody says. Even today, I'm infuriated. I'm retired, and it doesn't matter what time of day you drive around Edmonton or Calgary, it's packed.
Yeah,
because they're all working from home, right? Anyway,
one of the things that's affecting this city, because we've got a podcast going here. That's okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. One of the things that's happening in Ottawa is so the federal government, the provincial government has ordered employees back to work 5 days a week, right?
Which
federal government is at 3 days a week, and somebody said, "What do you think about that?" And I go, "Well, look, here's the thing. You take a job, and the job requirement is you go into work. That's the requirement. So for 5 years, you didn't really have to do that. Okay.
Oh, and then it becomes a norm.
And it becomes the norm. And not to mention the fact that people who were used to not having to commute from Canada to downtown now have to do that again after 5 years of not having to do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, who's going to pay for that? And they're like, well, you are. I'm like, well, you didn't increase my stipend. It's like, I'm not getting paid. What I was getting paid 5 years ago and what I'm getting paid today is not increased according to the cost of living and this and that, because you said, well, you're working from home, so you don't have to commute. You're not buying your lunch, la, 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 la. So what's happening is a lot of people are pushing back, and unions are pushing back because they're like, look, we get it. But the thing is, you are not compensating us appropriately. We stayed home when you told us to, and we got used to staying home. And staying home was great because we didn't have to spend 90 minutes a day going back and forth to work and fighting traffic and eating lunch and blah, blah, blah. Now we're doing all this from home, and we have all this extra free time because we're not spending 3 hours a day going back and forth to the office. So if I need to get something done at lunchtime, I can run across the street to the shopping center or whatever the case may be, get it done in 15 minutes, and I'm back in my apartment or house or condo, whatever the case may be, in front of my computer, ready to start work again, but I still have 15 more minutes of my lunch break. Well, now I have to take 90 minutes to get downtown because I start at 9 a.m. Height of traffic. This is not working for me. And I understand why people are pushing back. And again, employers are not compensating people appropriately.
I agree with that, but there's no way. I can't fathom anybody saying you're more productive by working from home.
I will argue with that, but only based on some science. And I'm not a scientist, clearly.
No, that's just an opinion. I can't get my head, because I sure as hell wasn't. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man. I got dogs running around. Some people had their kids at home. There's a beer fridge right there.
Yep. And a lot that certainly applies to a lot of people. That applies to a lot of people. But if you're somebody who has supreme anxiety, or if you're somebody who has the inability to work in a loud, noisy environment, or if you're somebody who just doesn't like to be around people, and there's a lot of those people in this world, and they work in white-collar office type jobs.
Yep.
They're better off working from home because they're way more productive.
Depending on what you're doing, because I work if you work with a team, right? I had a construction team, so I'm a construction manager. I have these guys. I've got project coordinators.
Yeah.
And we would have a meeting where you would go into a boardroom and you'd look and talk to people. And when the meeting was done, you'd probably talk to a couple more people. And then you'd go back to your office or your cubicle, whatever, and get after it. And then, it wasn't a Zoom thing, or I need that. For me, I needed that interaction.
And I get it.
When we decided the pandemic's kind of over, we're going to go back to work, it was 3 days or one Tuesday every 2 weeks or something stupid. So I went into the office. And there's my boss and me and one other dude in our group. Like, where's everybody else? Well, those that didn't get let go or just said fuck it and didn't come in. So then he goes, and my office is like on the south side, and I live on the north end, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, we got a meeting here in 15 minutes. I said, okay, where are we going to go? He goes, well, just go in your office and call in on Zoom. I said, why am I here?
Yeah. I could have done this.
Because you're just sitting in your office.
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting in my office on my computer, and the office is like wiped out. There's nothing there anymore. There's no cafeteria. Like, there's nothing. It's just a fucking shell. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. There's no point in me being here. Like, driving all the way down here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody here.
Yeah.
We're not collaborating, face to face here.
This is stupid.
We're just going to our offices and doing the exact. I said, I'm not Gary. I'm not coming back here. And I left.
I saw a bumper sticker on a pickup truck the other day that made me laugh hysterically, because it's like, oh my God, that's so accurate. It said, I apologize for holding you up in traffic. I have to get to the office for a Teams meeting. And anybody who reads that goes, yep.
Now, to be fair, like, the whole work from home thing only worked because we have the tech to do it today.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do this in like the 90s.
No. Oh God, no.
You know,
you'd be emailing back and forth for 14 hours a day.
Right? Or you'd be in some chat. What the hell was that called?
Messenger or
ICU or something, or ICQ.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine your dial-up fucking internet, rocking that 56K modem, emailing your, like, that would not work. So it proved that the tech's there. And I do think like the model going forward will really limit the amount of people going into the office.
Well, a hybrid model, I think, is the ideal thing.
I do
Ordering
too.
everybody into the office, I think, is
100%.
stupid.
And these downtown concepts, like downtown Calgary is a ghost town, Alex. I know you know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Half those offices, and they were still building new ones, are empty.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh yeah.
you look at what engineering firm was it? They built an office complex on the south side. On the south side. Like near Midnapore, somewhere down there.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point was people didn't want to commute to downtown Calgary.
Yeah.
I moved to Bridgeland because I got sick of Deerfoot.
Yeah.
And the C train was just jammed. So I said, screw this. I moved to Bridgeland. We were renting at the time because I still had my house up here, but I was working for Suncor.
Okay.
And I walked to work. A little chilly in the winter, but you could stop in at Booker's when it was still open.
What year was this?
2014, 13, 14, 15, like way pre-pandemic.
Got it.
Yeah.
My brother moved to so I didn't live in Calgary all my life. He came from Saskatchewan. Well, I was in Ontario. Then
Everybody's from Saskatchewan, man.
That's so true.
I was born in the 306.
Oh, were you? Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to that.
Yeah, buddy.
My brother, when he moved to town here, he moved into downtown Calgary. There were no grocery stores down here. So he had to get he had to have a car to drive. Well, I mean, you get a bus, I suppose, or take a taxi, but he had to drive to get to a grocery
if you
store.
Downtown, there's very few places to get groceries. You got to go up to, I think, 17th.
Yeah, honestly,
pretty much.
There's more now, obviously, but this is the thing. It's Calgary wasn't really built for people. It was built so the downtown, anyways. It was just built for businesses, and it was built for the commute. And anyway, so it's becoming a better place to live and do things now. But it's totally.
We moved to Calgary from Regina in '77, and the Calgary Tower was the tallest building.
Okay,
you can't see it. And then they built the Petro-Canada 2 towers, which are now the Suncor building. And they filmed Superman 3 down there, and everything was featured because Calgary had the most modern-looking skyline to emulate Metropolis, right? And
I just watched a video about this on YouTube like a month ago.
Check it out.
I had no idea.
The filming of Superman 2 or 3, the one with Richard Pryor in it. And it was all filmed down there. But anyway, back to my point. I can't remember which engineering firm. It could be Fleur. I think it was Fleur. So they built an office on the south side because people didn't want to drive downtown anymore. They didn't want to commute. So they did a study and realized the bulk of their employees lived in the southern, southwest, southeast of Calgary, or in Okotoks or on the west end. So they said, no, we're gonna build our own office building, not downtown, because Calgary's got some of the highest parking costs if you drive. To park down there is ridiculous, and it's just nobody wants to do that. So that was kind of like the precursor to working at home. Is they said, we're going to the suburbs. We're not going to go downtown. It's cost too much to be downtown. We're going to build our own building, or I'm sure Carney's Brookfield built it and they lease it for 100 years or whatever. Anyway.
Hey guys, I'm gonna just jump off here. I'm getting pretty sniffly, so I'm gonna go and
worries,
I don't know, be sick or whatever. But it's been a pleasure jumping on, Chris. Awesome meeting you.
Appreciate you, Alex. Have a good day, buddy. I'm coming off a cold too, so I get it.
Well, thank you. Good talking to a good Edmontonian. And Paul, thanks for the invitation.
Thanks.
Great.
Thanks for joining, brother. We'll see you again. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Cheers. Yeah. So we were just talking about, the precursor to working from home was companies moving their offices from out of downtown.
Oh yeah.
I hated going downtown when I was working in Calgary. Like I was telling Alex when you were gone, I literally moved to a really yuppie neighborhood called Bridgeland, just on the north side of the river, so I could walk to work instead of drive the Deerfoot 500 or take that overcrowded C train. I'm like, I'm not doing this, man. So you got her made. If you're working from 6:30 to 1:30 or whatever, like you're missing all the rush hour. Yeah, we're missing all that rush hour bullshit.
Well, so it's a 15. 12 to 15-minute walk to the train, depending upon how fast I walk from my apartment, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 7-minute train ride, and then a 10 to 15-minute walk to the office from the last stop.
You're getting your steps in.
Literally, I'm getting 10,000 a day minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Well, that's good for you.
I walk Lola
in the
3
winter.
times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So walk Lola 3 times a day, plus my walk back and forth to work.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm like 7 minutes on the train. That's a pretty good commute.
That's a pretty good commute. And it's at a time when it's not packed.
There's nobody on it. Like,
yeah.
Now,
when
I'm coming home because I get off at Ottawa U. It's pretty full at 1:30 when I get on the train at 1:45, right?
Because if you're near a university, you get students coming going all the time. So that checks out.
Yeah, but when I started in July, there was nobody, But now, when I'm heading home, there's a lot of students on the train, and I catch the train at the train station, the VIA station. So you'll see a surprising amount of people who, with their suitcases, are coming back from somewhere. And I'm like, this was the point of this, right? You can take the train. Hell, I can take the train to the airport now.
Well, Paul, I fully respect that you go to work. I'm a firm believer, and I understand the model shift since COVID and everything. And I understand the argument, people have a better quality of life. I'm like, yeah, but that's because you're not working. Yeah. You're hanging out with your kids and your dog and shit. You're going shopping. Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
But for me, park and all that, just personal opinion, I need to go to a place. And I think that
I understand
that's how it should be. It doesn't mean I'm right. Like, you should go to your job.
But I get it, because some folks, one of the, prior to this job, the other one I had when I was working for the Crown Corp.
Yeah.
One of the things that shocked me was that when they said, people can come in anytime they want. And then it slowly migrated to, we want people here at least 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And when I first started back there, I was in 3 days a week because a lot of what I had to do was fix things on site. You can't do remotely.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting a couple of employees I met who were like, "Oh no, I live in a small apartment. I got to get the hell out of there, dude. I want to be back in the office 5 days a week."
Yeah, there are people whose situation. My buddy, he was another project manager, Darcy. He lived in a condo, and he had like a lot of kids from a lot of different wives, and they're all locked down with him. He's like, "I got to get out of here, man."
Yeah. I'm going to work to get away from life.
Yeah, like I've got a massive house. Well, you've been here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm the only one in it. Well, I got a roommate now.
Oh, do you? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. During lockdown was no big deal because I'm like just me.
Yeah.
If I was bored, I just go to a different room that I'm not normally in, like up here in a big yard. But I just
a really big yard.
Yeah, and going to the
nice
office,
fire pit too.
Yeah, going to the office, like okay. So that after I realized no one's going here and it was a waste of time, unless I needed to use the plotter. For those who don't know what that is, it's a big ass giant printer. That are very expensive because I was printing out drawing packages and things like that.
Yeah, you can't do that on an 11.
And do that on my brother ink jet.
It's not working.
Here.
No. Plotters are well, and that's it. So I work in a lot of CAD. I work with a lot of CAD drawings. I'm not a CAD operator. But I'm like, guys, I need a bigger monitor. They go, what do you mean? I go, oh, it's a 50-inch widescreen curved. It's great.
Yeah.
But it's only about, that tall. So if I put up a drawing, I'm still scrolling.
You're dragging it all over with your CAD viewer or whatever. It's not ideal.
No, you need a 50-inch. And if I can't get that, just print the damn thing for me.
Yeah, and a lot of guys were like, well, we have these iPads now, so everything's on a tablet. I'm like, no. I'm old school. I need a big drawing package. I can go on site into like a lunchroom, spread it out on a table, and grab the red pen and start marking up what I want to do or change or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's just the way I work.
I've worked with guys who are in their early 20s who tech, iPads, that's all they know, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I pull out a full diagram and look at it, and everything's right there. They're like, this is a good tool to have, the iPad or the tablet, but it doesn't replace that.
No.
I'm like, no, you're right. It doesn't, because you need to follow your signal path. How do you get from A to Z? Well, you're going to be moving this. Oh shit! Is that where did I? When you have the full diagram there, you just look at it and you can follow. You can see the colored line and you see the number and you can just it goes. Oh, there's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Trying to do that on a tablet. I mean, it's doable, but it takes up so much extra time.
And there's lots of these tools like that. Like there's all these tasks and notes and shit like that. I had to have a whiteboard in my office.
Oh, yeah.
And the biggest friggin' one that would fit. So I'm like, I'm not a little one. I needed a big, big whiteboard. Calgary, in the towers, in the breakout rooms, okay, at the Suncor building in Calgary.
Yeah.
The walls are glass
yes.
that you can write on.
Literally.
The whole room is a whiteboard for that purpose. Because I just like to make my lists and notes. And yeah, you could use 28 time management applications, but it's just not the same for me.
Well, and you also spend so much time just organizing all of that.
Yeah, I can't find it. So, but I can always turn my head to the right and look at my whiteboard and go, yeah, okay, boom, check off, that's done or whatever.
The digital tools are great as tools that you use in addition to. But I've been to so many. I don't want to say boardrooms, but I'll say boardroom style places.
Yeah,
where they've started to paint all the walls with this specialized paint that makes them whiteboards.
Yeah,
like floor to ceiling, like 9 feet.
That's what it should be.
And they're and so many places are doing this now because they realize, yes, I know you have a 90-inch whiteboard electronic touchscreen right there, and that's great. And you can, blow it up and shrink it down and move it and this. But the thing is, you can just do everything in that room space.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, you can electronically transfer it, but you're still scrolling constantly and moving.
Yeah.
The amount of time.
Tell you a war story. So the year is 2008. We were on pre-deployment training, getting ready to go to Afghanistan. And for the operations center, I wanted to get a smart board so I can load digital maps into it.
Right.
You can take the virtual marker and draw on the digital map, save it, put in overlays, all kinds of great stuff. And I pushed for this. So we got it. So by the time I get to Wainwright, Alberta for this exercise, I walk in and there's the smart board with a paper map of Wainwright taped onto it. It's like a $10,000 thing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I just shook my head. And I put on the whole demo, man, back at base in Edmonton of how this thing works and how we're going to use it. Nope. Well, we couldn't figure this out and that. So we just taped a map onto this $10,000 fucking smart board.
Oh, boy.
But they had to adapt quickly because the software we used over there to track everything, it was called Falcon View at the time. And it basically was that. It was accessible to any laptop or giant board. I was trying to bring him into the new tech and they just taped a map on there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then use cellophane overlays and shit like that were also taped on. I'm going, oh man, too funny.
I got one for you. You'll get a kick out of. I'm trying to do a self-censor here on because a lot of what I work with I can't even discuss.
Yeah,
I can tell you a remnant of this story without giving you specifics. So a certain office needed a new screen. So he's just like, look, we've got this 15-year-old 50-inch plasma that weighs like 400 pounds. And, it's this monster.
Antique.
Yeah.
It's heating up the room.
Oh, yeah, literally. He's like, yeah, no problem. We'll send you a new 75-inch. He goes, 75-inch? He goes, trust me, it's actually technically geographically smaller than what you currently have, because the old one had like 4.5 inches of bezel. Screen, and then there's a black spot.
You got that big, long, thick bezel.
Yeah. So now the new one has no bezel. So it's like he sends him a 75-inch, and he goes, "I'll send a guy to go mount it for you." He goes, "Nah, I'm a technician. I've been doing this for 30 years. I'll take care of it." Okay. So remember, he took a 15-year-old plasma, which was, At the time we thought they were so thin, but they were like literally.
No, they were like this.
Yeah. Quite.
And heavy.
Weighed a ton. So they came with very, very long bolts.
Mm-hmm.
You know where this is going, right?
Yep.
So he took the old one down and reused the new.
He's going to repurpose those bolts.
And he used an impact driver to do so.
Oh no!
So the new screen, the screen is about that thick,
but it's sticking out,
and the bolts are this long. And he used an impact driver.
Oh my God!
Fired one through, and he heard this sound, and then fired the other one through, and all four.
No.
Hangs it up, turns it on, doesn't work.
I wonder why.
It's not working. It's defective. Snaps. He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Here, I'll send you a picture." He goes, "What? You you need to use new hardware." Well, what do you mean? Okay, the old screen was this thick. The new one is this thick, and you're using bolts this long. He drove them right through the front.
Yeah. Like,
he goes, "Can you send me a new one?"
This guy's the technician.
Yeah, he says he's been a tech for 30 years.
Wow.
What kind of a tech, though? He didn't specify that.
Yeah, like repaired my toasters.
Yeah, I heard that story, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even have that's not even a question for me.
There's a reason it came with 4 bolts in the bag.
Yes.
Oh,
I just reuse the old stuff, economy of scales and stuff. If we can, no.
Brutal. Anyway, Paul, I got to bail, bro. It's
all right, brother.
1300 here, and I got to get on the move.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate the invite. Yeah, as always, time flies quick.
Oh,
so, yeah, when you do the Christmas thing, get at me.
I will. I will send you a heads up in advance to let you know when we're going to do it. And hopefully you can join us for a couple hours on a Saturday afternoon from the pub.
Absolutely, man. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Take care, my brother.
Take care, brother. Good to see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Army Chris and Calgary Alex were joining us today. That was pretty cool. There was another individual who was supposed to join remotely, but I don't know what happened. Perhaps complication, technologically speaking. Sometimes that's how it happens, Not everything works out the way we want it to. Sorry, I keep moving stuff and shaking the camera, unfortunately. I apologize. Yeah, we are. We're live, Swanky Frankie. I think the Jays are going to pull it off tonight. Apparently, Shohei Ohtani is going to be pitching, which, I mean, talk about pulling out the big guns. The guy's like, forget about it. I mean, he's Superman. There's nobody on earth who plays like him. Not in that game. But it could be an interesting evening for sure. I think the Jays want it more. And I say that because there's nobody on the team who's ever won it before. And Vladdy really wants to get that ring for his dad. And every other fella on that team is just like, come on. You watched George Springer last night. The guy's in extreme pain, and he's playing through the pain like a hockey player would. Bo Bichette, who came off injury to get into it, and he's like, I'm willing to sacrifice everything for this, because they all realize getting to the World Series, the Jays haven't been there in 32 years. The Seattle Mariners have never won it. The Chicago Cubs went, 106 years between championships? What was it, over 100 years for the Boston Red Sox when they won? Was it 100 years? I can't remember exactly. But you got to understand that getting to that game, getting to that series, you might never get there again. So when you see these guys playing injured, playing like hockey players do in the playoffs, my hat is off to them. Well, obviously, because I'm not wearing one, but you know what I mean. I think you're right, Linda. I think the Jays have figured out Ohtani. And that's not taking away anything from Ohtani. The guy he's a machine. He's 6'5", and he comes from Japan, where I think the average male height is 5'7". So not only is he a giant in this league and in the baseball world, I think when he goes back to Japan to visit, everybody's like, well, of course, he won't get mobbed because their society in Japan is very different and they're very respectful of one another and manners and politeness and all. That's very, very important. But everybody knows when Otani's in town because he towers over everybody by 10 inches. I don't know if you know, but 10 inches is a lot. That's a lot when it comes to height. Settle down, you dirty-minded people. But I think it will make for a very interesting game for sure. And hopefully we party like it's 1993. And maybe George Springer hits a dinger in the 9th inning to win it. It was funny. Joe Carter was being interviewed, and in the ALCS, he was saying, I hope they win it, but I hope they don't take my record away. Hitting the walk-off home run, 2-run homer to win the series. A couple days ago, he says, yeah, I hope they do it. And I hope it's Springer or Vladdy who gets out there and knocks the home run in. A grand slam, 3-run, I don't care. I hope it's one of those guys who do it and takes my record away because I really want this team to win. I'm like, that's saying something. When the guy who did the thing that had never been done before, by the way, what Joe Carter, his 3-run homer in the 9th inning to solidify the victory for the Jays, never been done before in World Series history. That was literally Hollywood movie stuff. I'll call it in Hollywood movie, it's a grand slam, but it had never been done before. It hasn't been done since. And he's happy to relinquish his crown to somebody on the team today if they are able to pull it off. I'm like, that's saying something. That is saying something. And I'm wholly in support of the Jays. And I genuinely hope that they win tonight. I want it to be like 1993 all over again. I really do. In more ways than one, actually. I used to have a full head of hair back then. I think, if memory serves, I had a mullet back in 93. I'll find a picture for you. Hang on. Give me a few minutes here. Yeah, if memory serves, I had a mullet in 93. I'll just pull up my old... I've got a file here with stuff. See what I can find. That's not it. That's a great picture of friends of mine, but that's not it. What are we talking about here? Sorry, I'm just trying to find something here, and it might take me a couple of minutes to dig it up. While I do that, I'm just going to scroll through a few things. I don't know where that went. Well, that was not what I was looking for. Let's see. I'm sure I've got it here somewhere. There's just notifications and... Oh, somebody sent me a message. What was the message? Oh, cool. A buddy of mine did an interview with Strombo. Thank you. My friend Graven, Matty McCackney, he's a local musician, did an interview with Strombo a little while back. Let me see if I can find the photo I'm looking for. And I will dig it up for you. It's kind of funny. It was me when I was younger. Every photo of you is when you were younger. That was, who was that? Late comedian. What was his name? Oh, I can see his face. I can't think of his name right now. But yes, every picture of you was when you were younger. Legitimately, technically, honestly. Let's see here. Oh, there's a picture of me on a Halloween night a bunch of years ago. Oh, here's an interesting photo of me. I will share this because it's funny. This is me as the most interesting man in the world on a Halloween night. I'm not sure how many years ago, with my friend Laura. There we are. That's me, dressed as the most interesting man in the world. I think I got a kick out of that. Anyway, that was, when was that? My goodness, that was 2009. So that is, holy crap, a few years ago, eh? 2009. What's today? 2025? So 16 years ago? Wow. I'm old-ish, sort of. Yeah, I was trying to find a picture of me with my mullet back in the day. And I have it here somewhere. And if I can pull it up and share it with you, it would be, I think it would be pretty funny. I thought a good mullet. Who doesn't enjoy a good mullet pick, right? I mean, come on. We were all younger at one point in time. Weren't we? You ever have those days when you feel like, I think I was born at 35? I don't, but I'm asking if you've ever had those days. Oh, there's a picture of me at a Teen Town dance in the 80s in a bathrobe and a Speedo. Not going to show it to you. But it does exist. The photo is there. Okay, let's see. I've got it somewhere. If I can find it here, I'll oh, wait. Maybe there we go. Hang on. Let's see here. Your photos. Wow, there's most of them are pictures of my my lovely Lola, my doggy, my puppy dog. There's so many pictures of Lola. Wow, I have a lot of pictures of my dog. I guess I've turned into one of those doggy daddies, eh? Where all you ever do is post pictures of your post photos of your doggy. Actually, here's a cute photo. I'll share this with you. Oh, how did it get cropped like that? I don't know. Well, here, I'll share this one. There we go. Yeah, that's good. This is from the summer of 2024. What is it? Huh? What is this? I don't know what that is. From the summer of 2024. Here we go. I will share this. I just got to move this screen back up. For some reason, things got a little bit sideways on me. I'll share this image from Alex had this, one of the outtakes from this. There's myself and Bridget and Alex at Bow Lake in, I guess, Kananaskis country, if memory serves, when I was in Calgary a little while back. Well, I can't seem to find my, I was trying to find the mullet pick. I'll tell you what, I'll give it a minute or two if I can see if I can find it. It was pretty classic, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's so many photos. It's crazy. And I can't seem to find it. Well, I will check one other source. There's another source I know that I have it in. I'll take a look there. And if it's not there, if I can't find it there, we'll just move on. So I'm not going to bore you with silliness all night long. My goodness. All night, all day, afternoon. What time is it? It's 10 after 3. I thought it was later. Well, that's kind of funny, I think. Where is, come on, where's the thing? It's, like I said, I should probably start bringing a separate mouse with me because it's difficult sometimes to manipulate things the way you want to with a touchpad. It works, but, it's less than ideal. And I don't know where that photo is. Well, you know what? We'll just deal with it another time. Because I don't know what I did to it, where it is, hang on. Is it over here? No, I don't seem to see it. Hang on. I will go. that's not it at all. Oh, okay. This is... Yeah, here we go. Well, this is not ideal, but this gives you an idea. This was from 1986, actually. It's my graduation photo. There we go. Yeah. How's that for a big haircut? Mullet, curly hair, chin zit. What color are my eyes in that photo? I can't tell from here. Were they blue? Maybe blue, green. I still have that tie, by the way, that leather tie. Yeah, I'm doing well, sir. Mr. Beaver is checking in. I don't know if you're able to join or not, sir. Army Chris was here. Alex was here. My buddy Alex from Cowtown. He was here for a bit. Super Kyle was going to try and join, but I guess life gets in the way sometimes. If you can join, bro, it's wide open. I'm going to be here for a little while longer. I'm in no rush, so. I did have a Blue Jays game style, if you will. It wasn't worn by the player. I bought it from the store, but it was a game style jersey, shirt. What do we call them? Hockey's a sweater. Football and basketball is a jersey, and baseball, is it a jersey or a shirt? Anyway, that was 1986, Linda. I had a Toronto Blue Jays Roberto Alomar shirt. I won't be wearing that. And I said I was having a chat with somebody in the pub about a week or so ago when the Jays were just starting in the World Series. And I said, well, I wanted to wear one of my Jays sweater shirts. I said, but I only have one that I could find. And I had to throw it out. He goes, oh, why? What was it? And I go, Roberto Alomar. He goes, yep, you got to throw that out. You got to throw that out. I'm like, if I wore that, my wife would kill me. And if you don't know why that is, feel free to look it up. Or just go on Twitter and look up Denise Batters and how Senator Denise Batters posted a picture of her meeting Roberto Alomar in 2014 and how proud she was of the Jays. And then look at all the responses beneath that post about why it was wildly inappropriate to post that. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to get into it. He was a great player, but oof. Off the field. Okay. There was, let's see, one other thing I was going to try and share with you here. Okay. Yeah, I think my eyes are blue in that picture. I'm just still, my God, I was young. I don't remember being that young. Wow. That's, yeah. Wow. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Oh, there we go. I got it. Well, that's not the mullet. That's not the mullet. That's a great photo, though. I'll show you that in a sec. Here, I'll share this with you because this is just a classic. Trying to grow my hair, and my hair was, as I learned later in life, according to my friend Stuart, he says, bro, that's a Jufro. I'm like, I'm not Jewish. He goes, yeah, that, my friend, is a Jufro. I think some of you have seen this before. It's a classic. I tried to grow my hair long, and it just grew out. Anyway, I had a very good hairstylist who cut it for me and fixed it, thankfully. Norman. I don't know if Norman's still around or not. He may have died. It's a long time ago, right? So let's see. I have. Oh, here we go. Here's a cute one. I'm looking for the mullet. Where is the mullet? I don't see the mullet, but I do have a photo of me when I had bleach blonde hair. What the hell is that? So I just found another video that I didn't even know existed. Here, I'll share with you the bleach blonde hair. There it is. Yeah, I'll share this. I had been whitewater rafting that day, and my eyes are bluish green. They change color frequently. Here we go. There's me when I had the blonde hair. That's early 2000s, if memory serves. Yeah. I still have that shirt too, by the way. That picture, that's over 20 years old, that picture. Yeah. Changed my look several times. Yeah, still Black Sabbath fan, still to this day. Generals gathered in their masses. Okay, that sounded terrible, but you know the song. If you know the song, you love the song as much as I do. Let's see here. Now I can't show you that picture, but well, it's not lurid or anything like that. It's just here's one from a few years ago, which I think if I can get it to load, it won't load. It's trying to load. It's a video. I don't know what I'm saying in it, but for those of you who remember, you will remember this. The video won't load for some reason, whatever it is. But yeah, that was a good beard. Good beard. I can't seem to find the mullet photo though. I don't know where it is. Wait, what was that? Huh? I don't know what happened there. My computer just went crazy. Oh, there's a mullet photo. It's not the one I was looking for though, but I think I can work with this. Yes, you can sort of see the mullet. Yeah, you can see it. The contrast is not great, but yeah, here you go. This is not the one I was looking for, but it's close enough. I'll share this with you. This was the mullet photo. This must have been 1990, 91, maybe 92. I'm not even sure. You can sort of see the mullet there in the off to the side. Yeah, I had just like right around just on the other side of my ear. You can sort of see the mullet there. Anyway, yeah. That was the days when I had hair. And not just on my face. Well, so this I was, like I said, I was hoping that our good friend Super Kyle was going to be able to join today, but unfortunately, for one reason or another, I don't know what it is, he's not been able to take part today. Hang on a sec. I did. No, that's not it. So I'm just trying to share something here, and it's not working out the way I wanted to. There it is. I did want to remind you that when I was a very young lad, I always wanted to be a dentist. If you know who Hermie was from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it's disturbing how much I look like him in that photo. It's really disturbing. Anyway, let's get back to other things in this life. I'm thinking the Jays can pull this victory off tonight. I'm really hoping they do. I would like it to be like 1993 all over again. I think it would be a lot of fun. I know that you would hear people parading through the streets, honking horns and going crazy as they do usually when Italy wins the World Cup or the Euro or something like that. If you live in Ottawa, you know what I'm talking about. And that shit goes on for days. The last time Italy won the World Cup, I think it was 3 days. They were driving through the streets, honking the horns. I'm like, give it a rest. Give it a rest. You're a fifth generation Canadian of Irish heritage or Italian heritage. Settle down. Settle down. I appreciate the passion, but dude, it's Wednesday. Get back to work, man. Anyway, I'm just having fun. Youth. Let's see if that brings up. It's funny. I type into my photo photo album, different words, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for, but cool. It just there it spits up all these different things, and some of them are what I'm looking for, and others not so much. Oh, there we go. Maybe we got it. No. Oh well. Oh, hang on. Oh, and oh, alas. I think. Oh wait, no. There's more. Oh, maybe I'll find it. No, I'm at the end. Well, I think that is it. So, well, I was trying to find. I had a really good mullet picture. That's all. I just wanted to share the mullet picture, and I cannot find it. No, no mullet photo. Yeah, it seems to have gone by the wayside. That happens. Alas, my youth has faded. What's the line from Leonard Cohen? I ache in the places where I used to play. From the Tower of Song. Anyway. Well, yeah, all right. Fair enough. The photo is lost in the ether. It's not lost. I just can't find it. There's a difference. Well, I hope you folks have had some fun this afternoon. I was hoping we could have a couple more friends drop by from a cyber aspect. I'll tell you what, I will throw the link back up. If anybody wants to jump in and join for a little bit and say, hey, what's up? Join the conversation virtually. There's a link. It's in the chat. Anybody who wants to jump in. If not, no worries. It's no panic. It's no big deal. We've been going since about 12:30, so 3 hours now, which is just under 3 hours by the counter in the top of the screen there. It's been a chill, mellow Saturday afternoon PubCast, which is what we're all aiming for. Oh, maybe that link didn't go through according to that. Let's try it again. I'll repost the link and hit the button, and hopefully, there you go. Should be in the chat. If you see it and you want to join online, by all means, feel free to come on in. So something I was talking to, what the hell is this? What is, I just got a notification. Your client card was used to withdraw $154. Okay. I'd like to know what is that for? Oh. Shit. It's Google. Withdrawing money from my account to cover advertising costs, which is kind of a piss off because I thought that was extended. Oh yeah, I can't even access YouTube on my computer because it's technically blocked, so I have to access it on my phone, which is interesting. Anyway, I'm just trying to find out why that happened because I thought that was supposed to go on for a few more weeks before the withdrawal was to be made. Perhaps I was incorrect. And anyway, well, just check it out here. I'm just trying to figure. It's like okay, I can afford that, but I just what is going on here? Like I don't understand. And it doesn't even show it on that channel. Okay, well, let me just check the other one here. Just get a notification that money's taken out of your account. It's kind of a, really? Like, what? Why is money being taken out of my account? I don't necessarily want that, like, ever. Actually, I would prefer that. I would prefer that money was not removed from my account. I would like very much for money to, stay in my account. Why is this turned off? On. Yeah, okay. That was weird. For some reason, it all kinds of weird tech stuff. Is chat ahead of the stream? No, I started around 12:30 today, Elaine. I don't. If it started at a different time for you, weird. But no, today was a 12:30 start, Eastern Daylight Time, by the way, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So maybe if you're in a different time zone, I don't know what time zone you're in, Elaine, but no, I started at 12:30 today. I was scheduled for 12:15. I couldn't start till 12:30 because, well, stuff and things and stuff. Hang on, where is the? Oh, I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. Well, that is unfortunate, truly unfortunate, because I'm trying to fix something here and it's not letting me do it. Well, whatever. I'll get to that later. I guess I'll try and get to that later anyway. Strange. Yeah, I can't even. I just want to know why the money was taken from me. That's all. I don't think that's an outrageous request on my part, is it? Like, why was the money taken from me? I'd like to know why that money was taken from me. Why was it taken? I need to know. Anyway. Weird. Strange things happening today with the technology. Chris, when he joined, I could hear him, but it was playing through my computer speaker. It wasn't showing up on my podcast mixer, but you folks could hear him. So I just unplugged and replugged, and it worked. But gremlins in the atmosphere, I guess. Atmosphere. I was just thinking about, what was that from Bring It? Was that the name of it? The cheerleading movie in the early 2000s? Was it Bring It? You better bring it. Okay, I can't even remember the name of the actors that were in that. My goodness. The Toros was one of the cheerleading teams with Eliza Dushku and what was the young woman who? Well, she was a young woman at the time, but she also played the part of in Interview with the Vampire, Kirsten Dunst. So Kirsten Dunst, Eliza Dushku, Eliza, and Gabrielle. I see her face. I can't think of her name right now. I'm blanking, and I love her work. Big fan of her work. Anyway, Bring It On. Bring It On. That was the name of the movie. Yes, Gabrielle Union. Thank you, Miss Shadika. Gabrielle Union. I love Gabrielle Union. I think she is both an unbelievably beautiful woman, yes, a talented actor, but also a really good human being. That's why I like her, because she's just a good person. And she's been married to Dwayne, correct me if I'm wrong, Dwayne Wade for 25 years or something like that. Could be wrong, but Gabrielle Union is just a really good person. Period. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I have a massage. not a massage, a message. I'm trying to be funny. Settle down. Yeah. So when Bridget and I met, I had the long beard. And let me just go back to the when I had the long beard, and at the time, I'm going to share this video with you. I'm going to just give me a sec here while I pop this thing out so I can. Oh, come on, computer, work for me. It's not working for me. Oh, that's very frustrating. I just want this computer to work. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for a little bit. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I had a video running in my earpiece, and then my server came over to ask if I needed anything. So I want to share a video with you, but for some reason it's just giving me a nightmare about trying to play it. It was so. I'll get back to where I started. When Bridget and I first met, I had the long beard. And the reason I had the long beard was because I was going to raise money for charity. That was my goal. Give me a minute while I get this together. And I talk about it in this video.
Drop us an email on what sort of styles we should.
Mr. Grizzly, do you have some words of wisdom for us today?
I don't know if it's words of wisdom, but I would ask that the Kits and Cubs drop us an email on what sort of styles we should go with at the end of May with this beard when it gets shaved off over the course of 5 days. And each style is going to represent a different price point. So the bidder can say, I'd like Paul to wear this for a day. That will be $50 or $100. Come up with a style. I'm going to do it. And like I said yesterday, if I'll wear the Salvador Dali for 5 days for $500 for Cornerstone Housing for Women. Now, here's the thing. I'm not asking for one person to throw $500 in. Maybe a bunch of people could throw $20 together in a pool to do it. I'm just trying to help this charity that has had a really tough couple of years. And they're local. They're here in Centertown. They were bullied during the occupation. They had a fire immediately afterwards. The employees and people who were using the shelter were really bullied by the occupiers, the interlopers. I don't know what label to put on them, but it wasn't about freedom because they robbed many of us of ours. So it's not about freedom when you rob people of theirs. So yeah, I'm just trying to raise money for this particular charity that I think does a lot of good work in the community and needs our help. That's all. Yeah. So yeah, let's send some emails, come up with some designs and some ideas, and maybe we'll come up with some price points and figure out. But I will do the Salvador Dali for a full week for $500. So I had that beard when I first met Bridget, and it was, she's like, what's with the beard? And I said, well, this is why I'm growing it. And that's kind of how we met. Fork beard look. I did wear that for a couple of days, or for a day. I wore it for one day, and it was weird. I did do the Salvador Dali for 5 days. It was a buddy of mine who said, bro, I got you. I go, seriously? He goes, yep. He goes, worthy cause. I fully believe in it, and I like what you're doing. And he sponsored me for $500 for a week. I'm like, still to this day, I'm like, Sylvain, mon ami, merci beaucoup. Grateful for that. Because we raised about, I think, just under $2,000, if memory serves, for a very worthy cause here in Centertown in Ottawa. One that I still support to this day, and I'd like to, at some point in time, come up with another fundraiser for them. I just don't know what to do. I mean, I'm still supposed to work on the mental health walk, and I'm bereft of ideas on how to promote that, and hopefully we can get some friends together that we can promote it and get more people out next year. I mean, I realized this year we got behind the 8 ball and nothing really came of it, and for that I apologize, but hopefully this year we can really get together and raise some money for men's mental health. And at the same time, I will personally do something for Cornerstone Housing for Women, because these are two things I believe in very much. And I don't want to be too philosophical, but we got to help each other out when our provincial government is dropping the ball and our municipal government is beholden to developers. Okay, I'm going to move on. I don't want to get political. We got to help each other out because the people who are supposed to do it have dropped the ball. How's that? Not being too political there. All right. We are on hour 3, and I might wrap it up soon unless somebody else wants to join remotely. Again, anybody who wants to join remotely, you'd love to have you come in. If you can, great. If you can't, no worries. There we go. I got that. Oh, I got to suck the gut in. Otherwise, got to have some fun there, right? You get a bit of the how the thing is made. There's a mixer. There's another mixer right here. You can see this is the central unit. Everything runs through this, which connects to the desktop computer, which is right. Well, you can see the Mac Mini. So it's part of how it's all goes together. Yeah, lots of cables, lots of stuff. I know it looks like a mess, and truthfully, it's because it's set up as a temporary measure. It is a bit of a mess, and I do it in about 45 minutes. 45 to 60 minutes to set it up, because you got to unpack everything, spill it all out, set it all up as quickly as possible, and make things work. It's a lot of fun though. I enjoy it. I only get stressed when I'm like, oh, I wanted to start at this hour and I'm running behind. I got to remember that it's people didn't pay to be here, so if I'm a few minutes late, it's okay, right? It's not like we have a paying audience or paying customers, when I've DJ'd events where I've been paid money to DJ or MC, I am strong and strict and stern about I have to stick to the schedule to the nth degree, because people are counting on you. And I'm not discounting anybody. Please, I know you're counting on this too, but I need to relieve or alleviate some of the pressures I place upon myself. That if I'm a couple of minutes late to do a podcast that is just a chill atmosphere in a pub, I don't have to beat myself up about it. And I hope that makes sense. I just need to check on my puppy dog and make sure she's okay. Because, oh my goodness, there's so many. I got to go in and start eliminating all these notifications. I've got so many notifications on my phone, it just drives me nuts. And I keep it in silent mode because I can't stand the ting, ping, ting, ping. I'm constantly like, no, I don't need that. Oh, okay, Lola's just chilling on the couch. Oh, I'll see if I can put that up there for you to see. Yeah, you can sort. Whoop, oh, there we go. Yeah, chilling on the couch, just at home, relaxing. Need to make sure she was okay. I mean, she's a very important little girl in my life. I love her to death. And hopefully she'll be with me for at least another 10 years. She turns 5 on November 10th. Dogo's 12 to 15, sometimes 17 years. I'm hoping I have her for 15. Although it would be 10, so 10 more years, I'm hoping. If I could have her for as long as I'm here, that would be great. I know that's not possible. And when she departs this earth, it will destroy me. And it's a day I'm not looking forward to, but between now and that day, I'm going to enjoy every split second I have with her, because she's such a special little puppy dog, and she means the world to me. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I just got a message. Oh, yeah, cool. Nothing pertinent or pressing. Something I'll check out later when I have an opportunity. Anyway, maybe I should start wrapping it up. What do you think? We'll go till 4 o'clock. I'll wrap it up, pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I figure, 3.5 hours, 3 hours and change. Yeah, that should be good, eh? Saturday afternoon. We had some funky guests join us for a bit for a nice conversation. I always appreciate when folks are able to stop by, and those who can't, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it, man. Look, I understand not everybody wants to be on camera. Not everybody wants to put themselves out there for the world to see. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. It's fun, but it's not for everybody. And as we were talking about earlier, it's, this is a dedicated full-time gig that doesn't necessarily pay you anything. I still spend a lot of time working on this, even though you don't see me as much. There's still a lot of background production work that you weren't even aware of, because if you don't do it, you don't know. But there's a lot of work that goes into all of this, and I'm not complaining. I want folks out there to understand that if you want to get into this, I can provide assistance to you in an advisory aspect about, this is what you should look at. If you're going to start with this, this, and this. And you can start real simple. You don't have to spend a ton of money. If it starts to take off and you want to invest more money, I can help you with that. If you're looking at production aspects, I can help you with that too. But if you want me to produce for you, unless you're paying me big dollars, I'm sorry, I don't have the time. I'm not trying to be an a-hole here, but I just don't have the time. My day starts at 4 a.m. and I seldom have a moment to myself for at least 12 hours. And when, 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. rolls around, I'm like starting to make myself some dinner. And then it's like, just relax for a couple hours. I'm at the office 7.5, but I have other responsibilities that need to be dealt with. So, trying to invest as much time into this as I once could is just near impossible. So that's why I love that I can come out and do a PubCast from time to time and do the, usually once a month, and try and maintain the Friday weekly wrap up for the True North Eager Beaver. And of course, time permitting, throw together some grizzly growls for you. And I want to start doing some ASMR work again. I haven't in a while, and I have a lot of ideas that I need to formulate and put together so that I can sit down and talk to folks in a understanding manner, if that makes any sense. I don't know. You tell me. I'm a little tired. And Cassie. Army Chris was awesome. When we finished, go back and give it a look. I think he comes in around the 30-minute mark ish, something like that. It was good to have him by, and my buddy Alex joined from Calgary as well. So good times indeed. And I'm hoping to get out that way before the end of the year. If I can get out for a weekend in December, I will do so. I'd like to fly out to Calgary for a week, maybe mid-December, so I can get some skiing in if conditions are good. If not, it'd be great to just hang out with my buddy in his hometown. Well, it's his hometown, basically. He grew up in Calgary, so. He's a good buddy. I love him to death. And be good to see him again. And next time I can get out west and spend a little bit of time there. Maybe get up to see Army Chris as well. Perhaps next summer I can get up for, a week. Maybe go out for a week, I should say, out west for a week, hang out with my buddy Alex and see Army Chris for a couple of days and maybe catch a football game or something. I don't know. Go up around Stampede. There's a new Stampede Bowl, so I think it would be cool if I could, get to Calgary to see the Stampede Bowl and then get to Edmonton to see a game, a weekend. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked the CFL schedule for next summer yet, but I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a good time. I was finally able to attend a game in Edmonton, and it was the Red Blacks who were playing, and they won on a no time left on the clock field goal after Edmonton made a tremendous mistake that gave the ball to Ottawa in good field position. Anyway, you had to be there. It was a good time, and I got razzed by a lot of folks in Edmonton, but it was good. It was good razzing. It was very much Western hospitality, because they'd razz me and they go, "Here, have a drink, have a hot dog, have a sausage, have some sluice juice, have this." I'm like, and then they'd razz me and then they'd give me more food or another drink. I'm like, yeah, that I can appreciate that. It's all good fun. It's all good ribbing, and it was very, very much a great trip. Yeah. Anyway. Time are we now? 10:02. You know what? I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early, because I'm kind of running out of the things to say, and I got to pack all this stuff up. And the owner has asked, he's got a couple of technical questions for me. So I said, yeah, I'll help you out. And I want to get this stuff home and then get Lola out for a walk before the Blue Jays game, because I do want to see the Blue Jays play. So, I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for coming by. Really appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with us. Of course, our podcast sponsors, the founding sponsors, the Misfit Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing, the Canadian PsychicTarot.com. Ours at CanadianTarot.com. I can't remember now. My apologies. And the Peppermaster. Two are still exactly the same. They didn't know name changes. So that's why it's easy for me to remember. So is it Psychic or Canadian Tarot? Either way, I apologize for messing it up. But thank you for being there with us since day one. And we do appreciate it. And for those of you who want to spread the word of the True North Eager Beaver, we'd appreciate it if you did so. All right. I'm not going to give you any other fundraising things or requests for anything. I'm just going to bid you adieu and run the podcast promo if I can. There it is. I'll run the PubCast promo as a farewell bid you adieu. See ya. Welcome to the place where everyone knows your name, where everyone's your friend, where good times are had by all. Sit back, relax, pour yourself a beverage and enjoy our company. I know we'll certainly enjoy yours. Welcome to the True North Eager Beaver PubCast. Once a month, we gather at the Lieutenant's Pump at 361 Elgin Street in downtown Ottawa, Canada's capital city, bringing you joy and happiness all day long.